You doing? Ow. There it is. There it is. It starts. It begins. Destroyer. Well, no, I can't catch Destroyer. Okay. You know, I was gonna ask if you wanted something. What you want is by suffering, right? Well, you're getting it. Ow! Fuck. Poked your head up. What did you expect? That's fair. Some whack the weasel bullshit going on here.
He's pulling his cock out!
I'm not. I'm not doing that. Not right now. Everything's fine. We're good. We're chill. We're Gucci. Oh, fuck. I want to say real quick, congrats to KitKat and Akira for getting the sit on the fluff redeemed for today. KitKat, I did see your message about the spot. It can't be redeemed again, but if you want, you can give it to somebody else if you want. That's actually why I didn't put anything or anyone on me at the moment. Akira, did you want to sit on the fluff? Because I know you like the fluff, but you said something the other day about sitting on the crown. Is that something you want this time around? I don't know. Yes? Okay, alright. Give me a second. I'll put everyone in their spots. I want to welcome in everybody. Hello Ninja, hello Destroyer, hello KitKat. I was reading down the messages, by the way. I was about to fucking say hello Syraxis, as if that was like a whole separate person. I am not doing okay, apparently. Holy shit. You know VTuber brain? Like streamer brain in general? I guess I've got that, like, especially bad. Am I good? No, I am not. Real quick, let me get everyone on here. Let me get Akira's real quick, since I think we're a bit on the fence about the other ones. Where are you? There you are. On the fluff? Yeah. It's an adorable one, by the way. This seems pretty appropriate if you ask me. Two brain cells still fighting for third place. I'm really dumb, I'm sorry. But yes, hello everybody. I think I said hello to Destroyer. Definitely hello Heka. I hope you're all having lovely days today. In case it wasn't obvious, I don't know what I'm doing today. So I might just do just chatting for, well, the whole stream, actually. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Because, like, I don't really have any games planned. I didn't look into anything on Itch.io yet, like this week. So I have nothing for Itch.io right now. Especially because a lot of that requires that I test it before I play it to make sure it doesn't ruin everything. So we have that, and by have that I mean we don't have that. Yeah, I don't know if Ninja's still there or not, but I don't know. It's your choice, Kit Kat. I guess you get to decide. Do you want Ninja to have the spot, or do you want it? Because it is your points after all, but still. Let me calm down for a moment. There we go. But I hope everyone's having a lovely day so far. It's what? Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday. What the fuck am I asking for? I already know. I'm doing great, guys. I'm doing great. I didn't sleep in super late, not get enough sleep today. Lord game, my day's been good, though. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Sorry, I keep looking over because my cat is doing this rolling around thing on the floor, and it's like distracting because I want to look at him. But I'm glad to hear you're having a good day. I have like nothing planned. Like I'm literally just completely empty-headed. I wanted to stream, obviously. I need to let y'all know, every time where it's like, I have no clue what I'm doing, and like, I feel so unprepared that I almost don't want to do anything, which sounds weird. Every time I've thought that way with the stream, and have streamed anyways, I've been like, I'm so glad I did that. Also, hence why I'm here. So it's like, we're gonna live in the moment, do this on the wing, you know? Just kind of figure it out as we're going along. I guess I can be a conscious opposite Akira. Okay, alright, let me get you on here real quick. Where are you? There you are. I try to get them like equal size, like oh. Rotate, 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 rotatos. Now I move myself. There we go. That's probably fine, right? Look him up there now. Yeah, she's trying to eat the fluff. I don't know if I'd recommend it, because like, I don't know if my hairs are urticated or not, so you're either eating really soft fur or you're eating like fiberglass. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Speaking of fur, this is completely sidetracking, but so y'all know how I'm obviously working on my next version. I have finally figured out how I'm gonna render out the fur. That's taking me a long time to do though. Like on all the, like, full model, like this. That's a lot of fur to render out, but I'm working on it. I don't know, maybe I'll give like sneak peeks on that today or something. I was actually almost thinking like if it gets to a certain point for a thing, I might transition to an art stream today, because I have a bit of an idea for a starting soon screen that I want to start concepting out. Either as a concept for myself to finish, or to see if I can get someone else to, like, you know, if I commission someone to finish it, or that kind of thing. I don't know. Guys, my whole re-debut thing's been, like, eating away at my brain, and it's, like, still working on my model. I feel like I can't touch anything else, so it's like, ah! But I don't want to get too much on that, today, since I'm drowning. Yeah, give me a second, I'll drink. Drink is had. I also want to preface it, I'm probably going to be drinking a whole bunch on this stream, and what I mean by that is, like, getting water, because, I've been on this binge lately with, like, sunflower seeds, and I might have accidentally eaten, like, 2 packs of it in, like, a day, and I'm really thirsty. They're so good, though. I love eating them. Oh, my mouth feels very dry. I have drank, like, I had a full cup of coffee right before stream, and it's like, that's probably not good. If I, only been drinking, like, coffee and just eating sunflower seeds, and I'm really thirsty. Please stop hitting me. Yeah, you got something you want to say? Or you just throwing stuff? Okay, you're just throwing stuff. All right, that's good to know. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ugh. Yeah, no plans today. Bad mood. Do healthy choices. Do healthy choice things. Okay, all right. I was like, fuck, am I having a stroke right now? I can't read. I mean, I know I normally can't. I normally can't read, and I normally can't talk either. But I don't know why at that moment I was like, oh shit, this is bad. I can't read. I hope you guys are having splendid days, better than I am. I hope you're eating healthier than I am. I hope you're drinking healthier than I am. I hope you're sleeping better than I am. at better hours. I hope you guys go to sleep like when it's at least still dark out, because that has not exactly been the case for me. It's really bad. The other day I accidentally, like, I could not go to sleep, like, at all. I tried, and like it just didn't work. And I wound up staying up till 1. And I don't mean 1 in the morning. I wound up staying up till 1. And then I got up at like 5. So it was not a lot of sleep, at least, but it was like I still couldn't go to sleep that night. I was like, oh god, this is bad. It's really bad. I got that actual bad streamer sleep schedule going on. It's not good. I'm working on it, hence why I'm tired all the time, yeah, but I'm especially tired because it's like I'm an idiot. It's all my fault, by the way. There's nobody else to blame in this. It's just me. It's just a stupid moron who can't sleep regularly. At least not with a decent schedule. Ow, neck. Hold on, I'm Rice Krispies. I don't know if any of that got picked up. That seemed a little quiet, but I could feel it. How are you guys doing today? Save for my poor sleep only by my day job, but even then I've been staying up to like 1 to 2 a.m. golfing with pals. I mean, 1 to 2 a.m. is not that bad. Like, by all accounts, it's not bad. That's pretty good. Like, it'd be really good. Like, if I was, like, getting to sleep consistently by that time, I'd be like, holy shit, I have a really good sleeping schedule. I gotta be at work at 8 a.m. You have to be at work at 8 a.m. So I imagine you have to get up earlier than that. God. That's fair. That's fair. Back when I had a job like that, like... I'll give a little insight into my personal life, but I used to work at a job where I had to be at work at 5 a.m. So most of the time I had to be awake. Like, I had to wake up at like 4 a.m. So the latest I could stay up on like a work night, the latest I could tolerate was like 10 p.m. But I pretty much had to be asleep before then, because that's still not enough sleep. That's like 6 hours of sleep. That's not enough. People say 8 is enough. I'm under the consensus that, like, you want to probably get about 9 hours of sleep. Something like that. In, like, 6:30 to 7, no. 4 to 6, it's not good. 4 to 6 is not, it's not enough sleep. But I wound up, most of the time, only getting about that much sleep. Which is not optimal. You wind up getting really tired kind of quickly. Back when I had this job, I actually had to take naps kind of consistently after work. Like, anytime I got home from work, it was like, all right, I might just go to sleep for a little bit or something. But not fun, especially when you live in the time zone that I do, which is EST, and most of the people you know are 3 hours behind you. It makes it kind of hard to socialize at all, because it's like your 10 o'clock is their 7. So now it's like, oh shit, it's a work day. I pretty much can't talk to anybody. Kind of sucked. I'm glad I got out of it, though. I'm glad I'm doing this now. This is a lot more fun. Plus, it feels like I'm doing something that, like, I'm actually good at. I don't mean, like, streaming. I'm not saying don't worry. I'm not good at streaming either. That's definitely not what I'm saying. Although the thing I am saying is I'm good at making models. I'm kind of surprised how good some of them came out. My V1, a little scuffed, a little jank, kind of odd, but God, I wish I still had it. I would show it if I still had it. I technically do. I have to actually go back into like my files and figure out what went wrong with it. Because I could load up my version 1, but it's missing its mouth. It doesn't have a mouth for some reason now. I have no idea. I don't know what happened. I didn't change the files at all. Yeah, those 5 a.m. shifts are something, that's for sure. Now truck is at midnight, so that's a... Didn't your truck used to be at like... Well, it used to be at like 2 or 3 or something, but... midnight seems kind of awful too, God. Got that problem now. PSD friend night. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I have friends who are like that too. Heck, I think we share some of those friends, honestly, but... Guys, what are we doing to ourselves? Why do we stay up so late, talking to friends, and not taking care of ourselves? Yeah, you introduced me to them. They're the art pals, by the way, in case anyone is wondering. The people who I usually stream with on Tuesdays. How dare you make this my problem? Well, misery loves company, you know? I'm just saying. It's a lot easier, by the way, to deal with an awful problem if others are having the same problem. I know that sounds bad. That sounds really bad, but like that misery loves company thing is a real thing. And the reason why it kind of exists is like if someone is suffering through the same thing you are, it gives you this feeling of like kinship, like you're on the same side. So if you work cooperatively, perhaps you can overcome whatever the misery is. It is something along those lines. Obviously, it's not always the case. It's just kind of a thing, though, where it's like, it's better to suffer with others, I guess. Well, it's not always better, it just... I don't know what I'm saying. Tragically, for my EBs, they're worth the sleep sacrifice. I mean, I can't say I haven't done the same. Oh, I was about to fucking say hello to Nightbot. Guys, I am not okay. You know how I title this, I don't know what I'm doing? That's completely accurate. I don't know what I'm doing. You guys doing okay? You having a good day? Because oh my god, I was about to do it again! Kids, get your sleep. Get your sleep before you start confusing your bots with chatters and shit like that. I don't fucking know. So, I wanted to say, I'm probably, like I said, probably going to be doing mostly just chatting for today. I did, however, get gifted a game, and there's another game that I've wanted to try out. It's a demo of a game. If I run out of things to nonsensically babble about, I might jump into that. You know, sometimes I worry about you. I'm okay. I'm fine. Probably. I just can't read. I swear. I swear I'm far more lucid when I'm not streaming. Because I don't know what it is. When I go into, like, streaming, it's just suddenly my brain turns off. And I think it's mostly because of the thing of, like... Okay, let me give you some insight into how this kind of stuff tends to work, but... Basically, when you're streaming, right? You gotta do this thing where you kind of keep chatting. And it kind of doesn't really matter what you're doing, because, like... You just want to essentially keep making noise. Which sounds bad, because sometimes it can be. Is that Ultra Necrozma? I have been compared to that. Thank you for the not resub, Kit Kat, but the gifted sub. I was gonna say resub. Listen, like I said, my brain's not working. I do appreciate it though. Thank you, Kit Kat. But hello, Anino. How are you doing? I have been compared to Ultra Necrozma from Pokemon before. I've actually never played that particular Pokemon game before, but I have seen it, and I didn't realize how kind of close this model is to it. I mostly did this color scheme because I was very big into the you know, how white and gold is supposed to be seen as, like, the whole pure colors and, oh, it's, like, good and angelic, and I liked taking that and, like, turning it into something either edgy or, like, kind of, like, almost evil in a way, you know? Unless you're Arceus. I kind of do have, like, the same exact colors as Arceus. If you would like, I could display the full model, like this. The things on my shoulders are just PNGs from, you know, chat. It's a redeem thing. They aren't normally part of the model itself, but yeah, I'm a white and gold fluffy centipede thing. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, talking about why streamers tend to be kind of stupid. Moth Giratina. Dude, Giratina's my favorite Pokemon, like straight up. I love that one. Its color schemes are also so... Kit Kat! Thank you for the gifted sub again, Kit Kat! Thanks for the ad block. Yeah. I've actually been wanting to turn off ads. It turns out I don't think I can. I tried going into my ads thing, and I tried turning it off completely. And I don't think it let me. So, again, I've tried to minimize as much as I can. The ads, I tried, I don't think it worked. What I mean by that is I tried ad rolls, not ad rolls, the pre-rolls, so that the only time you get ads is the first time you jump in. After that, they should be gone. Which I know that's usually what people do, but I don't think mine worked. I don't know. I'll have to go into it and see if there's any way I can help diminish it further. Who made that? You make that? I need to know. Get my wallet. Oh, Anino. Thank you for the follow, Anino. I do very much appreciate it. Anino, you're gonna love this, but I did it. I did the art and the rigging for it. So this model is made completely by me. And God, I'm so prideful about it is the problem. Like, I'll drink after I finish explaining. But yeah, I was very big into the idea of making my own stuff because one, I don't have to pay anyone to do it, but two, I'm very inspired by a particular streamer, and I wanted to kind of, you know, go along that kind of path. And this is only the second time I've made a model in Live2D. I'm actually currently working on a version 3, like an updated version of this one. Making my wallet on the table right now. Thank you, I do appreciate it. I actually really like the whole model making process. The art can be a little tedious to do. I say that the whole process of making a model can be tedious, but in the end, I think it's totally worth it. How much does it cost? I don't do commissions for models, and that's mostly because, like, I'm still learning how to do it, which I know sounds weird, but, like, I still don't know everything about it. Like, this model that I did here took me from start to finish 2.5 months. The one that I'm working on now, I've been on for 2.5 months, and I'm still doing the art on, so it's a little bit of a process. Agreed? Thank you, Lampy. Also, hello, Lampy Moth, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day, man. Cough, cough, Juniper, cough, cough, sorry. Juniper's been coming up a lot recently. I'm sorry, that's the streamer that I kind of aspire to be, kind of like. Moth Girl streamer. I'm sure most people have heard of her, but still. Somebody told me they will do a VTuber model for me, but they flaked out on me. Oh, that's... Did you commission them already and they flaked? Because that sucks a lot. But at the moment, I don't do commissions.
He's pulling his cock out!
I am not doing that either. Wackos. There, let me zoom back in. But yeah, at the moment I don't do commissions for models. I might eventually once I become more comfortable and a little more expeditious with the way that I get them done. Because again, I'm learning. I'm still learning. I asked what they can do it. They said yes, but proceeded not to do it. That kind of sucks. Like, I've done like art commissions and stuff before. I don't tend to do any of them anymore. Like, having commissions open, but...
I shouldn't be spending taxpayer money on virtual moth girls.
Exactly. You don't want to spend too much on moth girls. You don't know if you'll get returns back, you know? Twitch ad BS 30 per hour plus pre-rolls at 33. Yeah, it's... You can increase the amount of ads as you want. If you go 3 minutes ads per hour, then it's more like... God, yeah. Again, it's best to just have, like, no ads. I have tried turning them off. I really have. And it doesn't seem like it, because it's deceptive with the way that it is on your manager thing. Because there's a check mark for ads that makes it seem like it turns them off, but it doesn't. It's really stupid. I would never subject y'all to having, like, 3 minutes of ads per hour. That's fucking nuts. I feel like half a minute per hour is still kind of, like, not... It's not good, because like, having to sit there for, like, half a minute sounds like, you know, short amount of time, 30 seconds, you know? Have you ever sat through a 30-second ad? That feels like forever. Was just investigation for Cliff. No, that's fair. Again, most streamers, everyone who I've ever talked to about this, who has ads, I think all of them would turn it off just completely if they had the option to. I just want my profile picture to be alive. No, the thing is, the whole model making process is a bit of a thing. It is quite literally a process. I don't want to say it's hard. It can be, depending on what you're doing, but it's definitely extremely time consuming and tedious. Because a lot of moving parts. It depends on, I guess, your model, obviously. I would say mine's a little more complicated than the average model. Probably. I'm not entirely sure about that. It's not like I have a bunch of comparison that I can readily make, because I don't know the behind the scenes for a lot of other people's, but you know. 3 minutes of ads, that sounds counterintuitive because they have a higher chance of switching. Exactly. Dude, I have a hard time sitting through a half-minute ad. Because it's like, I stick around because I want to support the streamer. I feel like if I saw someone who had like 3 minutes of ads, I would just be like, nah, I'm watching somebody else. And the ad split, the revenue thing, is absolutely not worth it. Like, the only reason someone would do 3 hours, 3 hours, what the fuck? 3 minutes an hour is because the revenue split. Because Twitch will give you more if you have more ads. Which is still garbage because it's like 55% of what the ad split... That would be at 3 minutes an hour. It normally is like... Hecka said, it's like, what, 30%? Something like that? It's nothing. Twitch gets most of the money from that. I'm sorry that we got into this topic, everyone, but like... Most of the people who watch me, I assume, are other streamers, yes? So this feels like a relative... thing to be talking about. Nah, forget that. Let's just shut it off. No, for real, like, if I could, I would turn that shit completely off. I do not want ads on my stuff. Like, why does Twitch get to advertise on my thing and get all the money from it when I don't want them to be advertising on my channel? Why do they get that option, huh? It's kind of nuts. It's kind of cringe, even. You hear me, Twitch? You hear me? Speaking of hearing me, I have a thing that I want to complain about. Sorry, Sai wanted to complain about a thing? How could this have happened? This is a new revelation for us. No, okay, the other day, you guys remember on Tuesday, right? What was I doing on Tuesday? Oh yeah, I was doing the art stream with Gardic Phone and the Art Pals. Me? Stream? Never. More likely than you think. I think my mindset is I could turn them off. I would. I encourage adblock use of my channel freely. Because I can, I'd rather get the slightly better ad. Well, yeah. Again, if you guys want to use adblock on my thing, you are more than welcome to. I do not give a shit. Let me give you some insight as to how little ads pay. I think like last month, I got like $1 in ads. Use an ad block. I do not care. I say that I have like 3 ad blocks on my thing, and I still have to watch Twitch ads, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I need to update my ad blockers. That actually makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was gonna complain about a thing. You guys want to hear me complain about a thing? It's really dumb. It's really dumb. This is a dedicated Twitch ad blocker. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. One specifically. Yeah, I'm curious. Hecka, you already know what it is. Actually, I don't know if you know what it is. Okay, but you were there for it, Hecka. The other day, alright, so as most people know, Juniper Actius is a big inspiration for me. I aspire to be kind of like her, you know? And apparently, someone, well, the Moth Gang that I talked to, Kina 6. Is it Kina 6 or Kind 6? I hope I'm correct in one of those. But thank you for the follow, do very much appreciate it. I hope you're having a comfortable time here. Oh yeah, the thing. So, the other day, right? It was last Tuesday. Saw the meme reaction. Yeah, exactly. So, the Moth Gang, the bugs that I talked to, yes, they were in Judy's chat, as well as this one. Hello. It's like a combination of Kinesis and 6, but don't worry about the pronunciation. I just want to make sure that I'm pronouncing it right, because I don't want to make anyone like either upset or uncomfortable that I'm saying a thing wrong. Fucking tragic, a little bit. But welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time. But yeah, the moths that I talked to were in Juniper's chat, and I had somehow gotten brought up, and people started talking about me in there, and then Juniper started talking about me. And I had gotten told this in the middle of my stream, and considering that she's like my idol, yes, exactly. Give her a shout out, please. Thank you. I just, you know, she's very good at model making. She's really good at it. But they started talking about me, and I was like, oh shit. I got nervous in my stream. I was like, oh shit. I actually like, I don't ever feel that way about, like, I don't give a shit about like size or any shit like that, you know. I don't care. Nothing's real, everything's fake. But I look up to this person, so it's different. And after stream, I was like, I'm gonna go to that part in the stream and see what she said, because it's my idol talking about me. I want to hear what she says. I go to the stream, I see there's one segment of the stream that has that copyrighted thing where it's muted, right? Can you guess what part is the part where they talk about me? Is it the one part that's muted? Yes, it is! And then I was like, I'm actually kind of upset. The whole part, it was like the whatever song was playing wasn't the part that was copyrighted. It was the discussion about me that was copyrighted. I want to know who the fuck copyrighted talking about me, because I feel like I'm owed some royalty checks at this point. Also, I will drink, Amuki. I will drink. I'm sorry. I had to ignore that initially because I was mad and I had to say something about it. Let me get a drink real quick. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, drink is No. Yeah, for real, it was like... After that stream on Tuesday, I was just hicking L after L on, like, various things, and that was one of them. Think she was talking about you and Imagine Eden? Imagine Eden these nuts! Hello, Glass, how are you doing? Sorry, I was lamenting. You know. I'm fine. I'm not upset at all. Definitely not. At least you gotta notice that. Yeah, that's exactly. She at least knows I exist, which is scary information to have. But that's at least something. It's gonna sound bad. Part of me, like, didn't want her to know yet. And that's simply because I don't have my V3 done. Not that I think this model's bad, but I could totally look better. Guys, I need to get that V3 done. I need to just get art done faster. In case anyone here is an artist, why does art take so long? Congratulations, being perceived by the Moth. Yeah, she's totally not the reason that I have Moth Girl bait in the corner. Hold on, actually, some of y'all I don't think know, but let me switch to my game screen and I'll show you. So in the bottom left there, Moth Girl bait, that has been in the corner of my stream ever since I started. Like, I always made that a point to be there since I started streaming. I started about, like, oh my god, it was June of last year, so it's been slightly over a year. You gotta commit to the YOLO. Dude, I'm absolutely committed to the Moth Girl bait. Absolutely committed. I'm so committed that on my V3, I'm incorporating bait into my design. How much do VTuber model commissions even normally cost? That depends wildly on who you're getting them from and what the model's like. Like, for instance, let me bring us back to the chill screen and I'll full size my model. So this model in particular, if I had to gauge how much this one would cost for like art and rigging, easily
He's pulling his cock out!
Easily pulling my cock out, yeah. Hello, Angie. How are you doing? No, but this model would have easily cost over 1,000, like at minimum, because it depends on the complexity of the model, how much stuff's gonna be moving on it, how many toggles you have, if you have it V-Bridger like prepared, because this one's not V-Bridger like optimized, incorporated. I don't know. I'm still learning the V-Bridger part because I want to make the face movement a lot smoother and realistic. Moth Girl bait V3 when I have teased it before. I might tease it again. I'll bring it up. Give me a second. Let me in a moment though. Honestly, I thought that would fill up when someone donated. The lamp thing? I do want to redo the Moth Girl bait redeem. The redeem. I wanted to turn it into a redeem where it's like a light turns on and then I have like a gif of a, you know, moths flying around it, that kind of thing. I want to make it a little more active in a way, but not always just statically there, because like the way that I have it at the moment, it's a little dark and hard to notice and it doesn't do anything. It's very easily like missed, you know? Before I had it stand out too much, now I don't have it standing out enough. But it's again, it's this precarious balance of wanting a thing to be there and noticeable, but not so demanding of your attention that it, you know, creates clutter. How much would VTubers costing normally? Yeah, again, they depend extremely wildly on who you're getting it commissioned from and what it is. Like, I think something a lot of people need to do before they get a model commissioned is figure out if they even like streaming in the first place. Because I've seen situations where people will pay for a full model, like a full model, like, you know, something head to toe, that kind of thing. They'll stream a little bit, and they paid like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for a full model. Turns out they don't like streaming, and then they just eat the cost, essentially, and they don't stream again. Because I gotta let you know, having a full model like this does not guarantee that you'll get, like, followers or any shit like that. That's not it. It can help, but it doesn't mean you're guaranteed success in any capacity. Again, I made my own because that's what I wanted to do. If you do want to start out streaming, I highly recommend just do a PNG. Like, have a reactive, essentially. PNG, maybe blinking eyes, and, you know, it opens its mouth when you start talking. I highly recommend starting off with that, or like Vroid or something. Vroid models are very easily, like, made. It's supposed to be, like, something that anyone can just, like, jump into. That way you have something to start off with, and you can focus on the actual streaming process itself to see if you enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing it, so I'm like, alright, I'm gonna make a model for myself. But I don't know how to make models, so let me start off small. So my very first model was like a waist up only, because I'm like, well, they're not gonna be seeing my legs. It's not like I'm coming up on the screen very often, like full size, right? And I made it very simple. It took me like, I want to say like 2 weeks to get all the art done, and then like 6 days for the rigging. It was really simple and not a whole lot. And it was okay. It's kind of jank looking now. I would bring it up, but it's like something happened and the model's broken and it's missing its mouth. What it looks like? All right, yeah, let me show you. Let me show you what model. It's missing its mouth, by the way. So it looks really scuffed. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. Oh yeah, here it is. All right, 1 second. 1 second. Don't judge me, but this is my very first model and it's missing its mouth. What is this? What is this? There's no mouth. I don't know what happened. But it's really stiff and not very expressive, and the fur's like tied into its own layer, and it's not a lot. So I wanted something better than this. So yeah, let me switch back to my V2. I spent a lot more time working on this one, as it's probably obvious. Imagine that centipede without legs. I'm so sorry. I've been looking at chat. I have not been reading everything out. I want you to know I have been reading it, but also try to talk at the same time. You can also make no model streaming workspace cams or camless, but you wouldn't need a model at all. Yeah, it's kind of like a cardboard cutout. Again, it was really stiff and kind of lifeless in a way. So I focused on actually making, like, I want to make a nuts model on my second go around. And for my second model, I think this is pretty good. The problem is now I see it as too stiff and not enough. And I know more now. So I'm like, wanting to make a version 3 with updated art. And I have more ideas. Every time I make a model, I live by a philosophy of go big or go home. Because you want it to be a representation of yourself, your best self. And it's also a bit of a flex. So, yeah, let me see if I can find the image real quick of my teaser thing. If y'all want to see my V3. Browse images. Give me a second. Okay, hold up. I'll just share the whole thing. Give me a second. Oh wait, hold up. I have to resize it before I display it. Oh my god, this image is huge. Give me a second. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I grabbed the wrong thing. Image. There we go. No, wait. This is dumb. I'm fucking everything up. Give me Scuff Racks. It's just a little bit. Give me a second. Looks good for a first. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, for a first, it's not bad. It's definitely not great. If I had to pay someone for that, I'd say maybe like 300. But like probably not much more than that because that's really simple still and not the best quality. I have no mouth and I must scream. God, that... I don't know what happened. I didn't touch the live 2D models for it. I didn't touch any of the stuff in VTS for it. The mouth just unloaded itself. I don't know what happened. So what do you use to make the model? So I do all the art in Clip Studio Paint. It all has to be saved as a Photoshop file, but Clip Studio Paint can make it just fine. And it all has to be made in a sort of particular way. Like, all the assets have to be separated into certain, like, layers. So it's that way you can, like, manipulate everything, essentially. Like, it's not just one layer of a drawing. This image is huge. I'm sorry, I've been, like, resizing it this whole time. It is massive. But that's also because I draw in, like, 10K by 10K. It's really silly. Can we... Oh my god. I've been doing this for like a week. What is going on? But, to finish answering your question about how models are made, once they're made in Photoshop, you transfer them over to a program called Live 2D Cubism, which is kind of what everyone uses to actually rig the models, like do the skeleton stuff for them, have them move around in particular ways, that kind of thing. That one's a bit of a process to learn. It's not hard. It's extremely time consuming though. Good thing you're already at home. You can resize these glass! Hold up. Alright, hold up. I almost have it resized. Give me a second. Give me a second. Almost. We're almost there. Okay. Alright. It is ready to be displayed. But this is the work in progress of the V3. Okay, it's a PNG of the V3. That's probably a thing. But yeah, so it's changing a little bit. The chest and mouth stuff is gonna be a toggle, so that I can kind of just do that whenever. But yeah, I'm almost done with the lower half of the model, like art-wise. I'm still working on the tail and stuff.
Pissing and shitting and coming.
I'm glad to know that, Kit Kat. I'm extremely glad to know that. The only thing getting animated is my eyes and head. What, in like live 2D or like if you're doing like a PNG or something? Because you can totally have like GIFs as a starter thing. I highly recommend starting with something simple. Do you use the free trial version of Live 2D Cubism? I have a version of it. We all know what I'm talking about. Oh shit, that looks gnarly. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Nice, looks like a Dark Souls boss face too. I do like that, yes, thank you. Whatever, you said a bad word. Yeah, you can't say the fuck word around me. I don't like hearing it. Is it for actually turning gray? I only colored it gray to make it not so like bright. It's being shaded a little differently. It's got like a lavender kind of a shading to it. I'm kind of turning down the brightness of it a little bit so that it's not so like flashbangy, you know? But it's still essentially white. The A version, got it. Read you loud and clear. Yes, because, you know. Guys, to everyone who uses art programs, why the fuck are they turning everything into a subscription service? I'm looking at you, CSP, and Photoshop, and Live 2D. Nuts. You said the fuck word. Yeah, I did say the fuck word. I can say the fuck word all I want. I don't care if anyone else says it. I curse a lot. I've actually been trying to curse less, which is, it's like, really? Sai? You're trying to curse less? I don't like defaulting to saying fuck if I don't know what to say. But, yeah. That's my model here. Well, It'll be eventually this will be up. This is I'll re-debut with this eventually, because I'm doing like a whole rebuild of the channel ground up. Once I get everything done, then I'll kind of, you know, I'll do the whole re-debut announcement thing. But I'm actually excited the most for the new tail, because I'm gonna have it like move in like a serpentine pattern. I'm really excited. But I'm gonna hide this real quick. I hope you all got a good look, especially with the lamp chest. It's not meant to attract moths. Definitely not. You can't tell them it is, because then they'll know that it's meant to attract them. And I need to eat. I'm fine with being flashed and or banged, but oh my god, Angie! And, yeah, I see the, Aura thing. I know what you're gonna say, but I'm gonna ask anyways, just in case you change your mind about which one. Sorry, I had to get a drink there. I like how comparatively quick PNG models are, especially since it's just a different form of puppeteering from Live 2D. Yeah, it's literally all puppet animation in Live 2D. That's it. I'm also definitely incorporating these steppies in the new model. I'm not getting rid of the fact that I can move my legs. I'm so proud of that. There are some models now that people pay like a lot for that still can't move their legs, and it's like, oh shit, I can. I also have a few more toggles, like obviously the eye color changing. I still have my upsteady legs on. I can calm them down like this. I can even turn off my tail movement like this. I just have it lie flat. And then I have like a... I've just eaten, you know, stuff all over my face. Is that all I have? That might be all I have, actually. But that's still a few. It's not too bad. Switch saying cornbread. Never, my mind is set. Alright. Hold on, everyone. I have to do a Aura redeem. You know the kind. You know it's coming. Drink his hand. Let me I don't know if that was any good. I'm a shit voice actor, by the way. It'd be tragic if you got rid of the steppies. And yeah, I only have that setting in case I need to turn off this tail movement from getting in the way of the screen. I have, like, never used it. No way, I used it once. I used it once in a collab. Otherwise, it's like, why would I turn off my tail? Once you're ready for commissions, try not to drain my wallet for the basic. I think if we're doing something basic, I don't think I'm not gonna do anything obscene. Because, I actually kind of like the process of putting together a model. Because I'm an artist, I would say, and I used to do comic work art, but it was not my thing. And what I mean by that is, like, I tend to take a lot of time. I like to render stuff out a lot. I like to focus on making a thing look good. When it comes to comics, you have to, like, slam that shit out quickly, and you can't always spend a lot of time making a thing look good. This is a different kind of work. With a model, you need everything to look like as good as you can make it. It's a lot of focus on one thing, which is kind of exactly what I feel like I was tailored for in art. So the model making feels right for me to do. It's like my profile picture. It's basic. Oh, can't even pull that up on here. Hold up. I mean, I don't want to say that people always have like basic stuff, because I don't feel like I'm always the best at judging basic, because I'm biased towards really complicated designs. Basic is actually kind of hard for me to pull off. What I mean by that is, like, when you're used to like lots of details and rendering stuff out, doing something basic feels like, oh shit, there's something wrong with it. It's a whole different mindset, because it's the same way for people who only do like minimalist designs or really basic kind of stuff. Things that aren't complicated, they have the same issue. It's like a whole thing. Don't you underprice because you enjoy it? You have a very specialized high-level skill and deserve to be compensated. I think, yes, I'm not gonna like underprice myself. I need to make sure I can actually afford to eat. I say as I have been needing to buy more food. I probably won't starve. It's fine, Heka. I probably won't starve. Unless the shadow head is complicated. I should have seen this coming. Ow. I'll eat eventually. Ow, fuck! That was well timed, actually. Did you know that frogs can jump higher than the Eiffel Tower? That is because the Eiffel Tower can't jump. It's correct. You're damn right on that one, Glass Shark. God damn it. Shadowy fire stuff can be complicated depending on how the person's rigging it. Again, it depends on the process because people have different ways of rigging certain things. Love how you do your drink redeem just like fucking Splash. Dude, what I wanted to do for it initially, I wanted it to be like a bucket of water would pour on me, but then all the fur would like flop down like it was sopping wet, you know? But turns out, that's an obscenely complicated thing to do. Like, crazy complicated, because I'd have to rig this whole model with another toggle just for that. And I don't exactly want to dedicate that much time to doing a hydrate. Theoretically, I could at some point, but that's an obscene amount of, like, work for that. So I just have a bunch of water just pour on me, which I think is fine, you know? It works, gets the point across. God. I cannot... Weirdly enough, the hardest thing with that redeem was just getting the sound to work on it. I don't know why Tits' audio thing is not exactly the most forward in changing out sounds. I figured it out eventually. Like, I don't like the default sounds. I like having them replaced, so it's all just either splash noises or the Gmod collision noises. God. I wanted to get a redeem for, like, the Gmod collision, where my model would get all fucked up and, like, stuck in the corner, and just rapidly play that noise, you know? You know the one. Turns out that would also be really fucky to rig as a toggle. Although, to be fair, I wouldn't have to do a ton of, like, precise work. I could kind of, like, you know, well, I'll eat, give me a second. I already had blood on my mouth, but still. The effort would be immense, but the bore would be hilarious. Theoretically, I could. I'm more just worried. I could try it with my V3 at some point. It definitely wouldn't be, like, when I get the V3 done. It would be later. I'll drink. Thank for the hydrate. I do very much appreciate it. Theoretically, I could. I'd have to replace all the fur art meshes with a new one. God. And they'd all have to be physicsed. Physicsed? Yeah, we're gonna use that word, physicsed, out. It'd be a process, though. It'd be funny. I'm more just worried about what my computer can handle, because this model is fairly complicated, like, parts-wise. I'm trying to make the other one, my V3, more optimized than this one so it runs better, despite the fact it will technically be more complicated. It's more of a saving room on, like, texture atlases and cutting down on certain clipping things. It's a thingy. This sounds like nonsense what I'm saying right now, but, like, if you're a rigger, you know what I'm talking about. Plus, like, this model's huge. I even had to render this one out, not render it out. Wait, is it rendering out on Live 2D? I don't know. Basically, it's not loading in the textures as big as they actually are. I'm like 80% of the size I'm supposed to be. Can I tell you a funny story about the Hydra button? Yes, of course you can. Yeah, this model's smaller than it's supposed to be. Like, this is the largest I can get it. I can't zoom in any more than this. Which is a bit of a shame, because I did some stuff in this model that will never be noticed. Like, my mouth, the inside of it. You can see that, right? I have it inside my mouth. And it's impossible to notice, but my tongue has physics. At least it jiggles a little bit. It is so hard to see, though. We've got 2 new dogs named Rolex and Timex. There it is, new watchdogs. Well, it was a good stream, everybody. I hope y'all had fun. Jokes aside, I actually do like the jokes like that. It's like they can be really clever. I know the puns and shit piss everyone off most of the time. I actually kind of like puns. Tongue physics? You have no idea. You have no idea. And what I mean by that is by V3, I will see if I can rig it up right. But I want it to have tongue recognition because I want to be able to stick out my tongue. And it's going to be like a long black like tendril thingy. I also need to figure out if I can do this dripping effect that I want, where like stuff drips. For no reason, you know. Your fur is splattered with white stuff. My fur is just white, Angie. What are you thinking about, Angie, huh? You think about something else entirely? Got my eyes on you. Thinking about just like completely unapologetic, like
I'm pissing and shitting and coming.
Jesus Christ. Points to redeem Angie, probably. Oh my god. I do not try to be a lewd tuber. It just comes up sometimes, guys. I'm sorry. I probably could have chose my words better than that, but so this one streamer's playing a FNAF fan game, and for some reason he had to hydrate at a low point, no cooldown, so I started, oh my god. So I started spamming it, and everyone else spammed it with me, and we had thousands of points, so what he did was he drank the water and he would splash it in his face, and we called it Super Hydrate.
He starts to come, and then he pulls out.
Honestly, it's probably for the best, Kit Kat. You wouldn't want to risk anything, you know? God damn it. God damn it. And you know, I understand that very well. When I didn't always have a hydrate redeem. When I first introduced it, I was like, alright, it's gonna be this many points. And then, you know what, no cooldown, whatever, it's fine. Nothing bad will happen, right? And very early, chat had me drink like, it was like 3 bottles of water by the time the stream was done. I'll drink. Drink is had. But yeah, I had to piss like a wizard after that stream. There for the night we ruined the hydrate redeem. Yeah, and then eventually I put a cooldown on it. I'm like, how about a minute? That seems fine. No, a minute wasn't fine either. I made it a 5-minute cooldown so I could at least like not have to drink every fucking moment that I was streaming. Pizzard, yeah, the piss wizard. Anyway, we can lower the time to what? I am not gonna lower that time. I know better now. I think we redeemed it 20 or 30 times. I highly recommend every streamer, if you have a hydrate, minimum 5-minute cooldown on it. Minimum. Because chat is going to redeem it as often as they can because they want you to piss. It's weird. Just an IV drip filled with water hooked up to your body. You gotta have electrolytes in there, right? Just IV drip some Gatorade in you. It's fine. Don't even have to think about it. No other streamers don't do that. You know what you should do? Make your hydrate redeem free and on no cooldown. That way, you straight up, you never have a moment to talk. You're just drinking the entire time. What's that? You ran out of water in your water bottle? Get another water. Start drinking more. That reminds me when I did run out of water and I didn't want to get up to get more water. And then I started drinking whatever was around me. It wasn't a bottle of medicine. I'm not saying that. I would never say that I drank antacid for a hydrate. What are you talking about? I never said that. First, I have to stream long enough to unlock redeems. Bet I'm a shark, I live in water. Glass. Here's the thing. With sharks, right? Fun biology fact. Did you know that many sharks circulate their urine throughout their bloodstream and their meat? That's why shark meat tastes like piss. Especially the Greenland shark. Their meat's actually straight up toxic. But yeah, they don't have to worry about, you know, drinking so much they have to pee. Because they don't. As far as I know. Do they? I can't believe I'm gonna look that up now, because now I don't know. Ugh. Guys, if you have a hydrate redeem, put it on a cooldown. Trust me. Do fish sleep? Some of them do. Most of them don't, though. Which is very odd. I think, what is it? Like, the parrotfish actually sleeps by making, like, a mucus kind of membrane around itself. To, like, bubble itself in. Wait, that is only a shark thing. I may need to go see a doctor. Why are murders in Kentucky so hard to solve? Because there are no dental records in all the DNA matches. Ow! I'm so sorry to everyone from Kentucky. I'm sure you and your siblings are mad. I'm fucking kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, that tracks with what I remember. I don't think all sharks do it, but it's like a lot of them do. Also, hello, Synapses. How you doing? Thank you for the bit. Oh my god. Yeah, speaking of fish sleeping, it's kind of like a thing. I think a lot of stuff. It turns out it's mostly like a. How many things actually sleep? I know birds sleep, mammals sleep, reptiles sleep. I don't know if fish sleep. The parrotfish thing is the thing I remember specifically. Yeah, there are some fish that sleep, but like it's not a lot. You need some dental care, Syraxis. I think they're probably fine, right? My teeth are fine? Hold up. Let me, chat. Are they fine? How are my teeth? I don't see any cavities in there. I don't know. I've lost them before. They just kind of keep coming back. Ow. Bees sleep? Oh, do they sleep? Bees actually do sleep. Now I remember. Why would I not just initially remember this? My sister finds solitary carpenter bees in her flowers sometimes when she's doing morning guarding. Is it the ground bees? Are those the ones? He fish. I'm fishing? Who's fishing? Ah! Well, me now. I'm in the water. Hold on. Let me drink. I know y'all have been doing that when it's off cooldown, but that feels like it's been a lot. Like the hydrates, you know? Their carpenter bees are like big old bumbly bees that chew holes in the wood. Because I know there's like ground bees, like bees that don't actually make like, you know, hives and stuff like that. They'll literally just make like tunnels and stuff and like a nest for just themselves in there. Like the non-eusocial bees, essentially. I'm trying to... Sorry, I'm like thinking about like what bees these are now. God. Here's a fun fact for everyone. I know everyone's like, oh, the bees, we gotta say the bees. And I agree, yes we do, because they're pollinators. But there's a thing everyone's like, oh no, we can have those go extinct and it'll be fine. Mosquitoes. People do not understand mosquitoes well enough. Yes, Heka, you are free to chime in on this one. Popping to remind everyone that you're all a bunch of cuties. Thank you, Zelda player, for saying that. I do very much appreciate it. Calling my chat cute, of course. They're a bunch of critters, you know? A bunch of little guys. I don't know what other species exist, but solitary bees are fun. Let me see if I can get a species name for the others. Somebody showed me a picture of jalapeno ice cream? That sounds theoretically gross, but like I'm very curious and I would absolutely try it. Mosquitoes are also yes, exactly. Here's the thing about mosquitoes, right? Everyone thinks of mosquitoes and they're like, oh, blood-sucking parasites, right? What you're not thinking of is the fact that only the females do it, and they'll only do it when they are, like, when they're breeding, essentially, because there's something in your blood that they need for making their eggs, essentially. Nobody ever thinks about male mosquitoes, the fact that they never bite you. What do male mosquitoes do instead? They're pollinators. Mosquitoes, they drink nectar. They go to flowers and they pollinate. They're necessary. I understand why people think they're annoying as shit because they bite you. And I get it. I get it a lot. Because mosquito bites and shit, they're itchy, it sucks. But they are necessary. This isn't something where, like people want to pretend mosquitoes are the worst thing. I would, of all the parasitic things, like biting insects to have, I would prefer mosquitoes over everything else. Because, like, here's the other options. You have fleas, you have ticks, you have bed bugs. Those all suck. And I don't mean it in the fact that they're sucking blood out of you. I mean, they're fucking terrible and so hard to get rid of. Mosquitoes are just like, they're slow. You can kind of hear them sometimes. They fly around. It's very hard for a mosquito just straight up make you lose track of them completely. I say that having had fleas before. Those fuckers, I hate them. I hate them so much. Had to correct a lady once we were moving plants on pollinator list. The little fucking bastards ate sugar cubes in my goddamn lab. We had carpenter bees in our deck, and it sucked. Oh, because they're eating the wood in it, kind of like termites, I guess, equivalent. Maybe not as bad as termites, but fun fact: did you know termites are very similarly related to cockroaches? They're kind of roach, actually. That's probably surprising to hear, isn't it? Why are the females always the violent ones? I feel like I could answer, but then I'd probably get hit a whole bunch. Rub yourself in more catnip. It's a natural mosquito repellent. It is, yes, that is absolutely true. Yeah, but also mosquitoes spread malaria, which is what... Yeah, I think that's mostly in Africa. I don't know. Is that a North American thing? That I don't know. If malaria is, like, in North America. And if it's spread by mosquitoes. I think it's mostly Africa, yes? Take a blood meal to grow their eggs. Yeah, it's, they lack a nutrient, I think, to make the shells, if I remember. I could be bullshitting in that. Don't believe me on that. Ticks, they can give you disease that makes you... Yeah, that's the fucked up part. Ticks have this thing. Not all of them. It's like... I don't know if it's a parasite that they can carry. Because that's the big issue with, like, parasitic bugs. Is not inherently them biting you and then the itchiness and that's not even inherently the problem. A lot of them can spread parasites in them. So, like, you can catch diseases and shit from them. It's... Parasitic animals kind of suck because they are a vector for other parasitic animals. Or diseases and shit like that. And ticks have a thing. Some of them do. Where if you get bit by them, you become allergic to red meat. How does that such a horrible thing happen? Also, just very precious. I miss my mosquitoes. They were really funny when freshly blood fed. They get fat and they can't fly if they're too full. Oh my god. Like big old wildly pregnant ladies, little fly hops. Mosquito spreading malaria is mostly an Africa problem, yeah, which can be mitigated by inviting a certain jumping spider in your house that loves freshly blood-fed mosquitoes. I've not heard of that one. Also, jumping spiders are fucking adorable. Got them big old eyes, are always really fluffy. They always look around like they're so curious. I know people like hate spiders and shit, like most time. They are not a problem at all. Like, guys, I need to let you know. If you're like, oh my god, there's so many spiders in my house. I have a spider problem. You do not have a spider problem, you have a bug solution. Because if you don't have spiders in your house, you have something else in your house. You're so cute. I want... Mandy, hello. What's up, Mandy? It's been a while. How you doing? I'm allergic to red meat. It has to be one of the worst debuffs ever. Yeah, they should really patch that one out. I think it's a little too strong. Malaria is global, which is more common in Africa because they usually lack the access to anything to prevent and treat malaria. That's fair. That is completely fair. God, ugh. Sometimes I think I have it bad here, and I know it can be a lot worse. I like the podcast episode where I learned it. I'm so delighted by the concept of friendly house critters. Yeah, like, for real, guys, spiders in your house, not a big issue. Like, if it's like a bunch of, like, brown recluses or something, maybe a little different. But, like, my house right now, okay? When I moved in, and I've found less and less of them, but they're still around, but we have, like, cellar spiders around. I'll drink, Ah. So we have cellar spiders around here. I have only ever one time had an issue with bugs, and that's been fleas. But otherwise, there's like not really been anything in here. Because again, spiders want to leave you alone. They don't want any beef with you. They'll stay in their corner. Leave them be. Because they're going to be eating all the other like pests that get into your house. Because otherwise you might have a bunch of ants, you might have a bunch of roaches, or like silverfish or something, you know? The spiders are here to be your friend. They're here for the meal. The other bugs, they're here to, you know, get meals and shit, but not to be your friend, because they want your food. I'm scared of what God created, because there's a parasite that's called lung flappers. I don't remember what they do. They eat tiny parts of your lungs. I have never heard of this. Spiders are chill. I try my best to leave. Yeah, exactly. Like, if they're being interruptive, like, I've caught spiders, but I'll just leave them out. Like, I'll take them out in my garage or something, you know? I don't kill spiders. Rexus, I'm good. I thought about you the other day because I hadn't said it Myriapod in a minute. Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. While you're here, Mandy, Myriapod. There. I did it. I did the bit. I haven't said Myriapod in a hot minute either. As I see it. If I can see spiders, there's too many spiders in my house. I usually try to move them outside. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Again, I don't advocate for killing bugs. Like, I'll find beetles in my house every, like, once in a while, and I'll just catch them and lead them outside. I have a kill on sight for only a few bugs, because I like bugs. In case that wasn't obvious somehow. But I have a few kill on sight rules. It does tend to be mosquitoes, yes, because I don't want them biting the shit out of me or my cat and stuff like that. Fleas are definitely kill on sight, and roaches. Roaches are absolutely kill on sight. I can't do spiders, not after multiple Black Widows. Glass? What happened? Are you okay? I used to have a rose-haired tarantula. I loved him. Aww. I want to get, like, a little bug pet. Like a little guy. And by little, I mean like a, you know, 11-inch long centipede. I actually do want to get a centipede as a pet. I have a friend who used to have a centipede as a pet. He was apparently actually scared of it, because centipedes, I don't know if you know, are amazing escape artists. They can very easily slip through stuff that you don't think they'd be able to slip through. So you need to have like a very tight lid on whatever enclosure you have. You also need to make sure that they can't chew their way out. I don't know if y'all know, but centipedes, again, they don't have fangs or pincers. What they have is technically toxicognats is the name for them, which is an amazing name. It sounds like some like Warhammer 40k shit. But again, the little fang things, those are toxicognats at the front of a centipede. And they're actually modified forelimbs. Those are, think of it like your front pair of legs. They don't have hands, they just have one big-ass giant claw with venom glands in them. That's what they are. And aside from the venom, their venom is not insanely strong. But those toxicognats are very damaging and big and kind of muscular. So, like, they're good at just actually ripping shit apart. Hence, good at ripping thin mesh apart. They can get out of tanks that you would think they could not get out of. And I gotta tell you, something scarier than just having a centipede is having a centipede in your house that you don't know where it is. That is why my friend was afraid of it. Because if it got out, it's like, oh fuck, where is it? I have a window spider that's inside of my room. I think he got in via the same hole the no-see-ums got through. I worry the window spider because my cat loves jumping at the window spider. It's probably fine. Maybe. The bad history of mosquitoes got bit by them in a ton in China a long time ago, and they left me unable to walk for several days? What happened? Did you catch something? I remember, woke up one day and see that I'm getting raided by an army of baby spiders on my... Oh my god. Okay, as much as I say I like bugs, I do not want to be covered, like, in bugs. Like, if I had a bunch of spiders follow me, I'm gonna flip the fuck out. And I will start killing. I will start smashing and screaming, probably. Again, it's a, you do you, I'll do me. The moment you violate that trust, I will violate your life. Do you want another story time with Glass Shark? I would not mind a story from Glass Shark. Centipedes are hilariously intimidating as a pet. They kind of are, they kind of are. Although I've heard they have a desiccation issue in that centipedes can, weirdly enough, dry out. Like, they will not drink. Like... You have a somewhat moist environment for them, but not too moist, otherwise you can invite, like, fungal growth, you know, on them. So it's very much a balancing act of having things wet enough for the centipedes. I just realized everything I just said there. Yeah, we're not gonna talk too much about that. Toxic gnats. Toxic cognats. I think I caught anything. I just heard a lot to walk for a while. That feels like you caught something for a little bit. I don't know. I'm no expert on it. Window spider is some species of funnel web. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so you know how I'm like letting them all out? Funnel webs are different. You might want to just kill those. I would have millipedes as pets, but I don't think I would want to compete with another centipede in the house. Millipede is different from You know this is different. Completely different. Millipedes are a whole different guy. I'll drink. Hold on, I'll drink. There we go. That's why we missed the Centicat. Yeah, you gotta get a little mister and then you get a little spritz. I love that word, spritz. One of them tried to assassinate me as I see one of them slowly going down my face. Yeah, that's always like a oh shit kind of moment. Where you've had like a spider hanging from like a, you know, a strand. And you can see either falling like towards you or on you or some shit like that. And it's like, Toxic cognats. If you added an H after that last T, then yes. You got him in, yeah, you get a little spritz, get a little, one of those little fan mister things at like the amusement parks, you know? No, I know millipede pet because I don't want to compete with a centipede. Oh, I see, I see. What is the species name of that one millipede? It's like a giant millipede, but like it's actually a pretty popular pet because again, millipedes are just little guys, you know? I say little guys. They get the giant version gets very long, like giant centipede long. But they're like completely harmless and they're really chill. I think it's because my mom killed the mother. Yeah, some spiders do that thing where they'll harbor their little spiderlings as like a giant mass all over them, but like something happens to the mother and shit like that, they'll just all spread out and shit and it's just ugh. Is there a giant millipede? There is a giant millipede, yeah. I don't remember the name of the species. There's Narceus americana, the rosy-footed giant millipede, and then there's the African giant millipede. That's I'm thinking of the African giant millipede. It's the one that's like solid black, but like they get like almost a foot long. And they're big guys, but they're completely harmless. And they have like a defensive maneuver where they just kind of roll into like a wheel if they feel threatened. Because they have fairly thick armor for like a bug. But again, millipedes are completely different in that they're detrivores. They'll eat decaying organic matter. They're like think of it like a janitorial service, essentially. That's what a millipede is. And the babies were in the oh no. That would kind of freak me out. Like a bunch of little baby spiders everywhere, you know? I don't know which one's more popular in the pet trade. The North American Rosy-foot pal friend is local to me. That's the one that one juiced you? I'm sorry? Akira! You can't eat the fluff. I don't recommend eating the fluff. Why do you want to eat hair? That's very odd to me. You don't want to eat the gold, huh? You don't want to eat that? Because apparently getting bit by mosquitoes from different countries can result in an allergic reaction, which explains why it was so bad when I went to China. It's called Skeeter syndrome. Skeeter? Like from Doug? Oh yes, detrivores. Oh my god. Angie! Why are you doing this to me? Now I eat the fluff. Do not eat the fluff! So window spiders, just looked up, are specifically funnel weaver spiders, aka grass spiders, aka AOK. That one was like a tongue twister. I had to slow down for that one. AKA AOK. That is. Thanks, Hecka, for making me slow down when talking because I couldn't process it fast enough. Way to really accentuate the fact I'm an idiot. God. I got millipede burns. Oh yeah, I remember that. Millipedes are still... They employ chemical weaponry similarly to centipedes. Centipedes are just venomous. Millipedes are noxious, or they'll spray it. Like, they'll either use chemicals as a smell to deter predators, or they'll spray out chemicals. Like chemical burns that burn my fingies. Carboniferous period where bugs were OP. Yeah, back when there was more oxygen and bugs could be bigger, and you had like 6-foot long millipedes. I remember that. Well, I don't remember it. I'm not that old, but it's... You know what I mean. Like chemical burns. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because it's easy, it does a lot of damage. Angie, why do you want to do something easy? Don't you want to do something hard? I said that, and now I regret it. Because I realize what it sounded like now. I hate how easy it is for me to fall for this stuff. So in a previous job, I installed cable internet for a company. So I would climb up telephone poles and go under houses. During this job, I went under a certain house, where the owner left the house in a less than livable state, and I had multiple instances where a female Black Widow would crawl on me during this install. Once said, I killed 5 Black Widows and had one crawl at my back. Okay, how big was she? Jesus Christ. So I don't do spiders. That's fair. I understand that. I say that Black Widows are not, like, obscenely dangerous. They have a reputation, but it's, like, it's worse than what they can actually do. Fluff is great nutrition. I don't feel like it is. Like, maybe it's a bunch of, like... What is it? Keratin? What's hair made out of? It's keratin, right? Millipedes are banned by the Geneva Convention. Gold is too hard. You say that as if, well... I think theoretically, obviously you can eat gold in like flakes and stuff. It's a pretty soft metal, honestly. Yeah, yes, well... We're gonna glaze over that, I think. And I am not 359 million years old, I think. I don't know how, like, old I am. I don't keep track of that. It's like numbers and stuff, and I don't know. My brain gets fuzzy thinking about it. Hair is keratin, yeah. Satay are wildly different from hair and fingernails, and baleen and rhino horns are keratin. Okay, alright. Wait, what's satay? That's like the bug fuzz, right? I'm actually not entirely sure. This is the effect of you being old. Oh god, my brain, it's fading. Where's that one song? The one song where it's like the dementia song, you know? You know the one. It's used in horror games a lot for some reason. And like everything... Is it, what is it? Like, everything and everywhere or something? I don't know. Satay's bug fuzz. Okay, alright, I wasn't sure. That's the stuff on the back of, like, tarantulas, right? The urticating hair and stuff. When I unalived it, the mark on the back of my shirt and a very uncomfortable baby wipe. Baby wipe? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Glass. You're the last bug for the Carboniferous period. Yeah, I went underground for a bit. I took a fat nap, and I mean like a fat nap. And when I woke up, there was like a bunch of stuff with like all this weird fur on it. I don't know what to call it. Like, I never saw that shit when I was there. Like, bunch of new weird things running around with less legs and everything else, and it was weird. I didn't get it. Just learned a wild thing about Satay. Each is formed from a single epidermal cell of a single type of trichogen. They are unicellular. That is one cell of bug per strand of fluff. What? Seriously? A single cell. I say that. Guys, here's a fun fact. You guys want to know something kind of nuts? How big cells can get? There's an organism that is a single-celled organism that you can hold like a beach ball, because it's actually gigantic. I don't know the name of it. Yeah, I like nuts. Oh my god. I mean, nuts are not bad. The fucking grape, yeah! What is the name of it? It's like on beaches, like in the ocean or something like that, but like I don't know the name of it. It's like a single-celled organism that is big enough to hold in like both your hands. Like, you don't have to like get a Caliper taxifolia? Taxifolia, I think. Okay. It's an algae. But yeah, it is a colossal single-celled organism. Not both your hands. It's still really big. Just palm of your hand. You can hold it like a not a beach ball. Basketball. Not basketball. What is it? Baseball? Is that the right sport? I don't know. It's still fucking huge, and it's a single cell. Yeah, exactly. That being said, there's also a bug so small that you need a microscope to see it. The, what are they called? Like the fairy wasps? It's like, it is literally a microscopic wasp that is smaller than a lot of single cell, like, organisms, like actual cells. But it's still a multicellular bug. It is kind of nuts. They have wings still, but they're not designed like actual wings. It is kind of nuts how this stuff works. But they're like these big old stalks with like paddles on the end that have fur coming off of it. Because of its size, it barely needs like a wing design, essentially. It's very strange. I love thinking about stuff like that, though, because it's like you have a single-celled thing that is big enough to both see and hold. Wait, Squincy Goggle. Was it using my literacy to read? No, but it's kind of nuts thinking that there's a multicellular bug smaller than most traditional cells, you know? First flightless birds, now flightless bugs. They can still fly. They literally just kind of float in the air because of their size. It's kind of weird. Dude, bugs are fucking freaky and amazing. Are they called fairy wasps? Is that what I'm thinking of? Is that the right name? So small they treat air like water? Essentially, yeah. It's really weird thinking about. I don't know. I'm sorry. I get on this biology tangent. I like talking about just weird biology facts. Well, not even facts. It's more just like tidbits, I guess. I don't know. I'm really big into biology, in case anyone couldn't tell. God. I need to look it up. I need to look it up to make sure that I know what I'm talking about. Because I think it's called a fairy wasp. Yes, it's a fairy wasp. Or wait. Also called a fairy fly, one word. Okay, alright. You're free to look that up. They are very strange looking. Because again, multicellular bug that is microscopic. Alright, let me close that window down. Let me stretch real quick. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure you heard that, because I did crack my neck there and that kind of hurt. Let me try the other side. Ow. I'm so sorry. You're probably also hearing the squeak in my chair. I don't know what is with this chair. It has been squeaking more and more, and I have been not digging it so much. Okay, so C. taxifolia is a unicellular seaweed that can get to 10 feet, but the grape is a different thing. There's an algae called Valonia ventricosa that can get to 2 inches. Yay, the breaking of bones. Dude, I swear my bones are made of, like, either... Well, I wasn't going to say cartilage, because that would imply they have some sort of, like, flexibility. It's more of a... I think Rice Krispies is probably the closest approximate. Here's what I'm going to do, real quick. I'm going to get another drink, because, the reason I'm so thirsty is I've eaten, like, again, like a bag and a half of sunflower seeds. That is an obscene amount of salt and sodium, and I am a stupid idiot. Do not do as I do. Drink is had. But because I've been drinking so much, I think the natural order of things is happening. So, if y'all do not mind, I will make a note on myself. I want to thank Heka again for this item. It has been very, very useful. But I may have to go do a thing. You know? Like, where you drink too much water. Happy National Barbershop Music Appreciation... Hello, Carrick, how you doing? Is it Barbershop Appreciation Day? Is that a thing? I have no idea. The process of making a funny short comic. If you're in the Discord, I'd love to see it. Love the sticky note. Yeah, I have to pee. I have to pee is the thing. I'm gonna have my headphones on, so I'll be able to hear in case anyone says or does a thing. I'll be able to hear it at least. But, hello, Carrick. I'm so sorry at the moment I have to get up to go use the bathroom, but welcome on in. I hope you are having a good time. I'll be right back. Try not to break everything, I guess. Oh, and KitKat, I changed the Discord command to just Discord, because disc, I guess, was a little odd. So, splash it with water, you drink sink water. I'm not gonna drink sink water. I'm actually really picky about the water that I drink, but I will be right back. I have to make room for more water, I guess. Be right back.
He's pulling his cock out!
I'm back. I need to let you know. Yeah, Kat, you timed that very, very well. I won't elaborate any further than that. How you guys doing? Ugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Ugh. Yeah, I gotta say, you were surprisingly good at timing shit, just stuff with the jump scares and the horror streams and stuff like that. I don't know how you always know. Too late, already infected. Oh, shit. My Discord has a disease. What do I have? Is it one of those diseases where they're like, okay, good news, we're naming a disease after you? Like, God, the fucking Giga Chat emote. In case anyone doesn't know, fun fact, that Giga Chat emote was the first emote I put in this channel. I just wanted something cursed for some reason. I need to, like, actually go back through and redo some of my emotes. In case anyone would like to know, I did make all my own emotes as well. Most of the art assets for this whole thing are me. But I do want to redo my emotes. Either get rid of some of the ones that, like, nobody uses, like the underused ones, and update some of the older ones. Because the stream wasn't cursed enough. Oh yeah, certainly not. Definitely not focusing on the cursed aspects. I say that, there totally could be more cursed aspects. Like, I do want to make some fucky models at some point that are, like, just cursed. Like, oh no, how could he have done this? Shit like that. Curse shit can be really fun, though. Like, my friend Cornbread in my art streams and shit, he's very big on the curse stuff. I forget to respond to him a lot on Discord, unfortunately. I feel really bad for it, because I wind up, I check my phone the first thing, like, when I get up, but I'll go through all my notifications, and then proceed to forget to respond to literally everybody. And I feel like shit for it, and I gotta stop doing that. He's very cursed. He's extremely cursed. He'll send me a lot of, like, curse shit in DMs. I'm like, oh, that's bad. I can post to my characters in Discord. Yeah, if you have art, there should be an art channel for posting whatever you want, like, art-wise. I need to probably also make, like, a food channel in there, because, I didn't realize how much people like posting pictures of, like, their food and stuff. I don't know. I guess it's the thing where, like, when I made the Discord, I had a very limited amount of channels, because I thought, I don't want to get too big on it. I'll make channels as I need them, you know? I probably should make a food one, just in case. But yeah, you're welcome to post art for stuff as long as it's like, you know, not safe for work or something. I say that there is a not safe for work section, but you have to opt into it. God, I need to let y'all know. I think I'm a bit unhealthy. Because when I got up, I got a little dizzy. I think I got up too fast. God, I need to start exercising more. Here, let me get a drink. I think I'm also a little dehydrated. There we go. Yeah, how you guys doing? Oh my god, I just realized how long I've been streaming for. Dude, what is it about? There's something about, like, just chatting. It is so easy to lose track of time. Like, it is crazy easy. I did not realize, like, it's already been almost 2 hours. That's really silly. I'd say that I was at my starting screen for, like, what was it, like 6 minutes today? I started a little late today. I don't know why. I started a few minutes and it always makes me feel bad. I like to start, like, 5 minutes before 7. That way, when I get out of the starting screen, it's, like, actually 7. But, like, anytime I start later, I feel bad. And I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, because it's like, it's just a few minutes, you know, it's whatever. But it's like, shit, I missed it. Eller, I got something even better. Oh, what is that? Dema! Hello, Dema, how you doing? Thank you for the sub. I do very much appreciate it, man. I hope you've been having a good time, man. I feel like it's been a bit since I've seen you. But I hope everything's been going well, and I hope you've been, what is the word? Happy? Is that the one? I hope you've been that. Can I post my comic? I have not finished the art thing. You are more than welcome to post any art stuff in the art channel. Doing great. Been a while for sure. Lol, happy lol. I think some of us, you know, I think getting by is the consensus for a lot of us. And I just hope you're doing well. Alive. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta tell you, I'm very eager still. Because I'm still working on a re-debut stuff. God, I'm a little disappointed. I reached out to someone, and it's not me disappointed at, like, them. It's more of, like, myself, in a way. But I reached out to someone in regards to something for commissioning for the re-debut. And because I wanted them to do the music, because I really like the way they do music and stuff like that. It's a style I'm looking for. But, like, the price is, like, not just a little out of my reach, but, like, quite out of my reach. It's like, oh, shit. So, like, damn, I couldn't get it. But it's, like, it is way out of my reach. It's nothing that, like, I'm in the ballpark for. I'd have to be quite a bit, more well off to get them. And it's like, damn. I wanted new music, but, like, from this person, you know? And it's like, ah. Music's not a thing that I know, because otherwise I'd probably try it myself. Gonna love these low-res pictures of my comic, trust me. I mean, I'll check it once I'm done with the stream. I will check them out. I'm not usually checking out the Discord while I'm streaming. It's mostly just like me fucking around while I'm streaming and just like chatting with people, that kind of thing. If you could call it alive. Technically, I guess. It's been a great part of my day praying to the porcelain. Oh my god, are you okay, Demo? Are you sick or something? I said, what were you doing? I thought you were talking to some guy named Ralph. Oh, I see. Talking to Ralph a lot. At the porcelain throne, I get you. Did you drink too much, or... God. I say that, I have no idea what it's like to drink too much. I actually don't drink at all, for a few reasons. One, liver disease. I cannot actually handle drinking alcohol. But two, I don't think I would do it anyways, even if I could handle it. It's never been a thing I've been into, or even really even curious to try. So I have no idea what it's like to drink, you know? I don't know what it's like to be drunk. Which kind of sucks when people do, like, drinking streams where, like, everyone's drinking. And it's like, I technically can't participate, but I guess that means I'm always the designated driver in a sense. Oh, okay, Dema. Which one? Which one do you want? Dema and I having a full-on conversation as if we're not three-way. Yeah, you two live together, so it's, you know. You pick. I'm probably gonna default to an Ara, because that's like the easiest one to do. And if something's easy, you should totally just do the easy thing, right? Never challenge yourself. That sounds bad. I actually don't even like saying that. Literally always challenge yourself if you can. Or, you know. I remember doing that with my roommate in college. Drinking? Praying to the porcelain throne? Talking to them via Skype, despite us literally being back-to-back at our computers. God, I actually have no idea what that's like. I've never lived with anyone and have, like, you know, been in proximity to them while in a voice chat. But I gotta do it. Real quick. Let me try a little different. That one okay? I have no idea. I have no idea if it sounds okay or not, because, like, it's difficult.
I'm pissing and shitting and coming.
Yeah, it's difficult to do all three of those things at once. It's a bit complicated, but no, it's actually kind of hard to hear myself talk because of my headphones. They have this like good amount of like noise cancellation, but also that whole thing where a person doesn't know what they sound like when they're talking, and like only other people know what you actually sound like. So I don't know if it comes off okay. Yay! I'm glad somebody's liking it. Did I ever bring this up on stream? I had an idea for a thing. And by an idea, I mean a lack of an idea. And what it is I kind of want to add a suggestions. Jesus fucking... That got me. That, like, got me. How's... Okay, that's not even... It's not always the same knock. There's different knock noises. But they always come from the same direction, which is where my door is. To be honest, I can't wait for Halloween again. Yeah, so like last year for... I was gonna say Halloween, for all of October really, but everyone just calls it Halloween. Jesus fucking would be quite the suggestion. Not what I mean, it's just what I default to saying for some reason. I swear to God. I don't like that I get got by that, despite the fact that I know I'm in streamer mode. I think the thing is that it also gets other people in the stream, if they can hear it, you know? They're like... Because I get fooled by that when I'm watching other streamers and people play that. God, but like I was saying, for October of last year, all I did was like horror games and stuff, but that was like it. I want to kind of go a little further with it, because I'll redecorate, essentially. I might change up some colors. I might bring back some old PNGs that I use, like spiderwebs and shit like that. Because I want to make it... I love Halloween. I love it. Because it's the best holiday, and I'm not going to debate that. That is not up for debate. It's the best holiday. You know I'm right. But basically, a lot of horror games, a lot of horror focus. I also did like horror movie stuff for it. I want to go nuts with it this year. I really want to capitalize on its Halloween. I say that, and it's like, because it feels like the last few years, Halloween hasn't really felt like Halloween, because like, we're the only house on this block that actually decorates for Halloween, like outside, because we do like graveyard stuff outside and stuff. Because Halloween, again, is the best holiday. But it's like, nobody celebrates it. At least in this area. And I wanna really capitalize on the fact that it's fucking Halloween and it's the best holiday. I should probably decorate my room for it too. Like thinking about it, because we do kind of put stuff up around the house, but like, I'm not usually out in the house. I'm usually just kind of in a box in my room, essentially. That's not even like VTuber lore at that point. Like, I don't tend to leave my room. It's kind of sad thinking about it, actually. Probably... Yeah, it's probably fine. We're probably good there. But, God, yeah. I imagine whenever Halloween comes up, the blurb thing is going to be really silly. I frighten easily, apparently. Or at least I get jump scared quite easily. I don't know. I say that. When I was playing Mortuary Assistant, I actually wasn't getting all that spooked. There were a couple of jump scares that got me, but like, I honestly kind of expected more. Like, to get frightened more easily. I don't know. I think Mortuary's thing with me is that it comes off too strongly with everything, and it just kind of piles up, and then eventually I just kind of stop caring, you know? Like, I don't get so spooked aside from like the jump scares and stuff. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm not saying that at all. Because I still need to go unlock like the 3 other endings that I haven't gotten. I don't know exactly what I need to do for them, but I need to try to figure it out, I guess, at some point. But yeah, I do like horror games quite a lot. As I think some of you have noticed, I usually play them on today's like today, but I didn't preemptively look through any itch.io games to try out, and I haven't tested out any, so like, it's gonna sound like, oh, why don't you just go check out some now, right? You just go onto itch.io and just download a few. These games are not always the most well optimized, and I've had issues with not testing them before I stream. So like a lot of times, there are certain games that when I launch them, they'll just crash everything, and I'll actually have to turn off my computer, like restart it to make shit work again, and I have to end stream if I do that, essentially. I'd have to restart it, but I don't want to put everyone through that. I don't want to put myself through that either. So, you know, just chatting for now. At least today. And next week, I'll probably have a lineup of stuff. How you guys doing? I need you to know I have nothing planned to say. So it's just literally me kind of winging whatever at the moment. God. Ugh. LR, the comic and characters are in the art channel. Okay, I will check them out when the stream is done. How you doing, Boog? Hello, Fathomite. Welcome on in. How you doing, man? Talk about your podcast. Glass, you say that. I had a podcast. I used to actually have one. I don't think any of it's still up because it's not that ownership got transferred. It's more of a... Alright, let me elaborate a little bit on this. A long time ago, I used to be part of a comic website, like a hobby website, where people would upload like characters and people would write comics about them. Either write or draw them and do their own things. They might have comic battles with each... Well, there's mostly comic battles, but that wasn't always the best term to use for it. But basically, big old... Well, not big, but... Fun fact, I used to use this model... Well, not this model. This character for it. And I'm going all over the place with my words, but... Vibin, I bodied an owl in Daori Sequel? Daori Sequel? I'm not sure what that is, Fathomite. I guess I'm glad you bodied an owl. You won. I do like owls, though. But basically, okay, I was part of a hobby website for comics, making characters. Oh, Ori! Okay, and like Ori in the Blind Forest. Okay, I get you now. Saying like sequel, I'm reading it like a fucking medication, like NyQuil or something. Every time you try to finish a thought, you start explaining a new thought, and it keeps going. Exactly, dude, I absolutely have something that's undiagnosed at this point. Like, I would fully believe that. But basically, I was part of a comic website that you know, made characters on, and then you could do comics with them. And I got kind of ingrained in this site, like, you know, I don't want to say like a big community member or something like that, but like, you know, it was one of those things where it was a fairly small community, so people in it tended to stand out with each other. You just knew everybody, that kind of thing. I eventually became a mod of this site for a few months. And that was actually shortly before I left it, because when I became a mod, I kind of saw behind the scenes, and I'm like, oh my god, this is not being ran in the most efficient manner. Or technically ran at all. I guess running into the ground is a good way to put it. Small community in Europe. Exactly. That, pretty much. But at some point, I was talking to the person who did the podcast for the site. Because they would just do, like, you know, audio stuff where they talk for a little bit about what's going on, comics going on. And we'd have stuff where, like, we did, like, dramatic readings of comics and stuff. And you would bring on guests to talk about, you know, not just comics, but, like, art that they did. And some of it was, like, educational. Like, you know, walkthroughs and how they did certain things. And at some point, you know, they kind of just stopped doing the podcasts, and I approached them like, hey, so like I could do like audio editing stuff, you know, because I did the audio editing for them for a lot of these podcasts. But at some point I approached about taking control of it. Because like, if you're not going to do it, would you mind if I kind of like, you know, took the reins on it? Because I wouldn't mind hosting it. Which I liked doing that. And I know other people liked it because, like, I had people constantly asking me to guest on it. That happened. Mod Power is granting you too much awareness of what's going on. It wasn't even like, I'll drink, M. Thanks for the hydrate, ya moth. Can we get a shout out for M? M's one of the moth girls that I talked to. She's also a streamer. She bullies me a lot. There we go, I can talk. Ugh, I'll drink. Okay, drink is had. Yeah, and again, I have the clips disabled right now because I gotta figure out something else for them. They've been acting really fucking weird lately. So at the moment clips are disabled, I will find something else as an alternative to them. But basically, I approached this guy about taking control of the podcast, and they're like, I will be 100% transparent with you. I kind of don't want to simply because I still just want it, and that's like selfish on my end, so we kind of agreed to a joint hosting on it. And I'll admit I did kind of just start doing it without them. But, you know, get appreciated, nerd. God. Very hard to take positive reinforcement for me still. I'm sure other people struggle with it, but... basically, I started doing the podcast and had people kind of constantly wanting to be on it. I had a lot of fun with it. I don't think any of the the audio tracks, I don't know what to call them. I don't think any of it's still up. There might be, I think, 1 or 2 floating around still. But, you know, we did stuff where we'd talk about what was going on, like comic tournaments that were happening on the site. Episodes? Yeah, that's probably a better word than whatever I was doing there. And we'd also do, like, dramatic readings. And since I was hosting it and doing the editing for it, you know, I'd put in stuff where, like, I knew what to edit. I knew what dead space to get rid of. I knew, like... if we're doing this reading, have this music on for this kind of thing, this scene, stuff like that. Because they were intended to, like, partially watch the podcast while reading the comic. Because people would, you know, do, like, voice acting things. It was kind of silly, you know? But eventually, after the whole mod debacle, I would call it, because when I was a mod, and there was something about, like, drama shit happening, where, like, some of the mods just hated me, and that's, I guess, because apparently I came off strong about some things, which I was passionate about the site, and I wanted it to improve, but, like, I felt very much like none of the other mods wanted to do anything. Like, they just wanted mod power, and that was it. They didn't have interest in, like, coming up with new stuff to do, how to, like, reach out to new people, or improve user experience, make things easier. I got to a thing where it's like, all right, I'm done. I don't feel appreciated here, that kind of thing, which is unfortunate. It happens, yeah. Been there too. That sucks. It sucks, but you know, it happens, and you move on. And most of the people that I met on there have moved on as well, so it's not exactly like a big loss. I still talk to most people that I did, but this part I'm a little proud of here. So somebody else kind of took over the whole podcasting thing for it, and I gotta say, they apparently didn't do it as well as I did, because I was very freeform about it. This is like, I have topics written down on a postcard for it. We'll talk about these things. We have no order for talking. We have no speaking time. We'll just sit here and chat. That was it. That was as rulesy as I got with it, because I can edit whatever, you know, it's fine. The person who took it over decided, this is your speaking time. You will speak at this time when I decide. And it was just very much like you know that picture of the robot putting down the sign with no fun allowed? It was pretty much that. And it got to a point where he was desperate to get people on the podcast because nobody was asking him. Nobody wanted to be on it. That's bad. That's pretty bad when nobody even wants to be on it, like the official podcast. And I was very proud. I'm like, I had people asking me all the time to be on it. I couldn't get everyone on it, you know, because it's like, I tried to limit the amount of people, like to like maybe about 4, so everyone kind of had room to talk, you know. He's desperate over here, so I'm sitting over here like a little fucking smug asshole, like, hey, you struggling? Poor thing. Jesus Christ. That's really bad. I know that's bad. I'm sorry, that's the shitty part of me that you're seeing right now, where it's like, oh, poor baby. So, yes, I did have a podcast I did all the editing for it myself, and people on the site at least liked it. This isn't like a thing that would be like listen toable. What is the word I'm looking for there? This is not a thing you would listen to if you weren't part of the community, because it's just like, it's not relevant to anything. Raise his hand, can I be in your podcast? God, Schadenfreude is nice. Listen, I feel a little justified, is the thing. Because it's like, I was totally right. I mean, I at least did that right, at least. I don't know. But I haven't really done any sort of podcast anything since this is the closest thing I've done to a podcast, which is streaming after that. Which is a little different, because you at least got, like, visuals and stuff going on here. You can see that I'm a stupid idiot with my dumb-looking face and fur and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I'm, like, kind of delirious. I don't think I'm drinking enough, actually. I'm still, like, dehydrated. I need you to know I've gone through 2 water bottles on this stream so far. I'm extremely thirsty. Streaming is just podcast where the audience can bully. It's also kind of... I'll drink more. I gotta actually open up a new bottle. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna leave the cap off of that one so it's easier to drink. Yeah, it's way more fun, I would say, doing this, actually. Because you have the interaction of people who, like, are listening to it. They can pipe in. They can do a thing. They can interrupt you. They can compliment you, if that's a thing they want to do. Or they can just bully the shit out of you. It's mostly bullying. I hope Bug falls in your open water bottle. Angie. Do you not know me? Do you think I wouldn't still just drink it? You really think I wouldn't just drink it still? Oh, I have still not got... I probably should. I need to get a refillable water bottle. Something so that I'm not just getting, like, the plastic bottles, you know? I need to get a refillable. Like a big jug or something. Got a flyby water the other night. God. I say that. I still would not. I would not drink it. Because, oh, gee, you're killing the planet? It's me. It's me doing it. You guys know those record temperatures? That was me. That was me heating things up. Take the fly out and drink the water. Ugh. And listen, I don't like flies. I literally just the other day, Justy Cannon, hello. Thank you for the follow. Do very much appreciate it. I hope you're having a good, splendid time. It was one of those little... Oh, like the little gnats or something? I have a 34-ounce clean canteen. I highly recommend it. I will look into it. 34... Actually, let me write it down. 34-ounce clean canteen. Okay. Sorry, I'm actually, like... I need to get a refillable at some point. But, God, yeah, Again, I know I did the bug eating stream. That does not mean I eat bugs, like, on the regular. It's not like a snack that I usually have. I say that. I have been curious about a thing. I saw a thing. Was it GG Deals or... It was one of those, like, gamer supplement things, but I saw a thing that was, like, energy crickets, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is not what I'm thinking of, is it? And I looked at it, and it was exactly what I was thinking of. It was, like, literally crickets, like, you know, prepared as food, and, like, dusted as, like, an energy supplement. And I was like, this can't be fucking real. But I wanted to try it. I never ordered it, and then I lost track of it. I can't find it. And I kind of want to try it. Like, it's probably going to be better than whatever I ordered for that bug eating stream, because all of that was, like, burnt garbage, kind of. Fruit fly are, like, brown and small. Oh, God, yeah. And they have, like, the kind of reddish eyes and shit. We get those occasionally in my house. They're annoying. Good way to get rid of fruit flies is that whole, dish soap water kind of trick. Well, it's like dish soap, water, and apple cider vinegar. Well, I think it's all apple cider vinegar. You don't do any water. You do like a little short cup of apple cider vinegar. You put some dish soap in there, not a lot, like a few drops, and you don't like shake it. You kind of stir it a little bit so it kind of spreads around and it gets some of that soap along the walls. And those flies will kind of just start dropping in. You leave that out overnight. You should find a few of them dead in there. You just described like 90% of all bugs. Yeah, you say that. Bugs are actually, body size wise, very, very high in like stuff like, you know, protein and stuff like that. If you have someone who's like, oh yeah, I eat raw eggs because the protein, I need the protein, recommend bugs to them. You will literally not get a higher amount of protein in any other food. So I recommend getting the chug cap or the sport cap for easy swigs of drink. That sounds fair, yeah, because I don't want to be sitting there fumbling with a lid. Nothing complicated for me, I can only handle simple. Apple cider vinegar attracts them, just so it breaks the water tension, and then they fall right in and they drown. Which is an awful way to go, but still. Buggy, that's the recipe for mustard gas. Oh shit! Apple cider vinegar and mustard gas, yeah. Jesus Christ. Could you imagine? I got fruit flies in my house. I need to make mustard gas to get them out. Oh my god. Isn't that, like, illegal? And it's, like, weirdly easy to make. I'm not going to describe making it, because I feel like I could get in trouble for that. So I'm not going to do it. But I think most of us know how. It's just like... Well, I'm not going to describe it. Maybe I should get off this topic. You guys like this stream where it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, here's how to make mustard gas. Like, you know, the apple cider vinegar doesn't kill eggs, so if you want to make sure they're properly dead, can't be any living eggs in your trash, then freeze the bodies after... What, in the ones, like, in the fly, like if it's pregnant or something? Mustard gas is easy. Take mustard and heat it up until it boils. You're exactly right, Angie. I didn't want to say it on stream, but you did it. You spoiled the surprise. You told everyone how to make mustard gas. One of those cute fly traps that had the vinegar, and it attracted a bunch of flies that died. The vinegar evaporated, and then we left it on the counter, not realizing. And well, you're supposed to like pour it out. Like, anytime I've had mine work, I'll leave it out for a couple days. I don't let it dry out like completely. But it's like after a few days, you know, catching whatever, you just pour it down the drain. Remember, kids, it's only a war crime the first time. The first time, just the first time, yeah. It only violates the Geneva Conventions once. Saw fucking pupa. Ah. Wouldn't they not just drown if you left them in? Well, okay, yours evaporated. I'm forgetting that. Yeah, I froze those suckers. Would you not just, like, drain them? I don't know. It seems odd to me that, like, I don't know. I would have just drained them, personally. Sorry, I'm stretching. Yeah, I'm, like, weirdly tired now. I chugged a coffee again before I started stream, and I'm still just weirdly tired. I felt very good later, and I'm feeling the thing now. I probably need to get more coffee. Well, it's already 9. Is it? Yeah, it is already 9. A very bad brain for remembering things. No, you're good. Don't worry about it. Wait, make that noise again. The... like, yawn burr? Is that the one? This is actually yawn... Oh, fuck, hold on. That one? Because I actually kind of had a yawn there. God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing the sleepy yawns, and I don't want it coming off as if I'm bored. I'm not bored. I just happen to be tired from bad brain stuff. And by bad brain, I mean, like, I haven't been sleeping, and my brain is bad. Cute? Not cute. I'm a menace. I'm a problem. My pronouns are stop him. It is. It should not be. Oh my god, Glass. Okay, Glass, which one? I should really get a drink. Like another drink. Something with caffeine in it. Wait. I forgot. Okay, I still gotta do the, can I get a Yare? Okay, alright. Let me do the Yare, and then I'll tell the thing I'm excited about. Let me hydrate real quick. I'm really bad at this one because it's like I'm trying to do the JoJo thing, but trying is a keyword, and it comes off as cringe. I'm fully aware it's cringe. I will drink again, I suppose. Okay. Clear my throat. Yare yare daze. That one okay? Oh, but the thing I was excited about. I got a mini fridge. So I can actually keep drinks in my room. In the fridge. Let me actually, hold on. I'm gonna scoot back. I'm gonna get a drink. Alright, I got a drink. I didn't have to get up and, like, leave the room and stuff. I'm actually really excited about it. I'm trying to get, like, stuff to stock it up with, like, food and stuff like that. So I can actually, like, you know, eat without having to, like, get up and interrupt stuff. It sounds so dumb, but it's, like, a weird thing to be really excited about. I really like having a mini fridge. It's just really convenient. Also, hold up. If my sensitivity can pick this up, hold on. Okay, the mic's picking it up. We're gonna get a nice crisp can opening. So, one moment. How'd that come out? Did it read? Oh, okay. I guess it did read that.
I'm pissing and shitting and coming.
God. Think of it now. Your mini fridge full of cheesecake. Oh. Glass. I love cheesecake. I also really like cheesecake. You don't know what I'm saying now, do you? There's another VTuber, Cryptid Cheesecake. They're like a Mothman-inspired VTuber. They're really fun. They have a really nice voice, too. You know what, since we're talking about them, can we get a shout-out for them? I believe it's just Cryptid Cheesecake. Actually, it's gonna sound bad. I can't remember if there's VT after it or not. Let me Google it. And by Google, I mean go to Twitch and look it up. Because I don't want to accidentally get the name wrong. It sounds so bad to say. Got the first bit. Not the snap-oo. Oh, yes. Thank you, Kit Kat. Thank you. Just giving shout-outs to everyone today. Speaking of someone to shout out, in case anyone doesn't know, most of you know, because we share a lot of community members, but Finari Mori, one of my friendos, she's currently doing a donathon because of her anniversary. It's been about a year of our starting stream now. And she just started today. And thank you, Fathomite. But yeah, Finari Mori, never heard of them. I think they're like a ranch tuber or something. Like, she's got this big thing with ranch. I don't know. It's like, all I know is that if you give her money, she'll drink ranch on stream, something like that. Yeah, I bought her a Mothman plushie. This is really cute. I've seen one of the plushies that she has. It has like magnetic wings in it. It's really adorable. Pinned the shout out. Yeah, she's a good friend of mine. How long's it been? So I technically met her in like in October of last year, I think, but we didn't start like really talking until like January of this year. Gonna tell her you said that. That she's a ranch tuber. I mean, she knows she's a ranch tuber. God. I say that's... She hates it. She hates it so much. She does what she's... Exactly, Heka. Exactly. Here, let me do, Actually, hold up. Just Takumi things. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. I do very much appreciate it. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time. Yes, that's technically Finari. Yeah. That's not her normal laugh. She's totally just like doing a mocking laugh. She just hates it, and that's why I use it. Late night snacks, and then more Metabots. Chaos. Metabots? What is Metabots? Is it that's not like a These Nuts joke, is it? Like I ask what Metabots is, you're like Metabots These Nuts or something. I don't know. I'm an idiot. I will walk into obvious traps. Like I said before, you could paint a picture of a tunnel on a wall and I would walk into it. Also, I am really fucking up with this drink here. I'm trying to pour it into like another bottle. Obscure 90s anime. God, 90s anime. I'm sorry, you got me thinking about Toonami now and the stuff that used to be on there. This is how we got Sirexis. Yeah. You got me in 2 separate glue traps, okay? That's not very wise.
3 shots from Kitchen Gun. And it sparkles like new. Look how it cleans this greasy hob. Goodbye, Dad.
Turns out Kitchen Gun really hurts, actually. Guys, don't try to clean up stains on yourself with kitchen gun. That shit hurts. Ow. Toonami, I heard. Yeah, dude, I used to watch Toonami all the time. You summoned me with Toonami. That was like one of my favorite programs on Cartoon Network. Remember Tom, the robot guy? Dude, I remember being hyped about that little event they did. Was it the Intruder or the Invader? What did they call it? It was like that ooze thing when they did like a Tom 2.0. Meta being a glue trap. Wait, what? I'm actually not familiar with Metabots. That one I haven't heard of, but God, I mostly know the 90s anime from like Toonami. That's most of it. Like obviously the old Dragon Ball Z and stuff, but I think my favorite though at the time was Tenchi Muyo. That was one that I really liked. And it totally wasn't one that I that kind of developed my taste in women at all. No, totally not Ryoko being the best character ever. No, not that. Nope. The story was interesting. I liked the way that they presented Toonami. It was kind of like 90s, like I'd say kind of 90s, but like it was just cool as shit. Like I think it would still hold up honestly if you like still presented it the same way. Ryoko and Shikimoji, have read her in the manga. Gosh, what a woman. Dude, I think that's exactly why I like powerful women, you know? Like maybe I do like being bullied. I don't know. Jesus Christ. Gotta head out. Have a good rest of the stream. It's very nice, Mia. Of course, Kita6. I hope you have a rest of a good night. Thank you for stopping by. I do very much appreciate it. You take care now, you hear? Also, BRB, of course, Heka. Wally was the start of my downfall into loving sentient robots. Wally is just adorable. It's also just a good movie, too. I like that movie. Should do a stream. We just watch Toonami episodes. I don't know if I can. I do. Jesus Christ. Nobody take that out of context. But I do movie nights every once in a while on my Discord. I might do a thing where maybe if people are interested, we could watch old Toonami stuff. I keep saying you're a masochist. And my defense is I say I'm not a masochist and I just want to see what I can handle, which is still totally just a masochist thing to say. Oh, is that a... Okay, I knew I recognized that as a Junie emote. God. I'm not gonna get over what happened on Tuesday. Ah. I can't clap anymore because I unfollowed. I'm sorry, what? Wait, Angie, did you actually unfollow? My God. It's gonna sound bad. I generally don't care if you follow or not. Like, it's whatever to me. If you've ever in Junie's chat, I'll give you a shout out. I'm usually lurking in there. Kina Sex. Wait, are you a mod in her channel? Because you said you could shout out. Don't feel the need to shout me out. Like, really don't. I'm not asking for that. Maybe. Let me repeat a thing I said earlier though. On Tuesday, apparently I got mentioned by like a few people in her chat. It was a thing that got brought up, and like she started talking about me, and I was very excited for it because I was streaming at the time, so I couldn't listen or check it out. So I tried to check it out after I had ended stream, but it was a muted part in the stream. It was the only part of the stream that I got muted, so it was like the one part where my idol talked about me, and it got muted, and it was just like, oh. Okay, well, fuck me then, I guess. Do it. No, Iron Sister, very cool. Ah! Listen. I'll repeat it because I have, well, issues. But no, I am very, what is the word that I'm looking for here? Listen, my brain is like all over the place today. I'm unapologetic about it. I like Juniper a lot. She's quite an inspiration to me. She's kind of the reason that I, even insisted on doing my own models and art and breaking and all that sort of jazz. So I'm very unapologetic about that. I'll get baited. Angie. I can never get baited. I'm not an idiot. You can't lure me out with a meat on a stick out from under this fridge. Wait. This isn't the underside of a fridge. Ow! Where the fuck am I? Let me get a drink real quick. I opened up this can like 5 minutes ago. I still haven't drank out of it. Yeah, okay. I didn't drink yet, so the drink is gonna count here, the can. Ow. Damn it. Why damn it? Are you okay, Glass? You good? What would you guys do if you bullied me hard enough that I actually started to cry? And I felt bad about it. Like, why are you actually bullying me? What would you do? If you threw enough stuff at me and you made me sad. Would you be proud of yourselves? Jesus Christ. Ah! I try to talk and reason with you while you're throwing stuff at me, and it never works. Your response is to just throw more shit. Oh, shit! Didn't know you were going to do a voluntary drink. You fool. You buffoon. I will eat. I will eat. Give me a second. I will eat. Oh, hold up. Why is it not working? There we go. They're out of points. Oh. I really need to come up with new redeems. I'm so sorry. I have, like, nothing. Still. Kit Kat, are you okay? Okay. No, you're just loading up the mod shotgun, aren't you? Yeah, that's what you're doing. Ah. Your silence says everything. Anita, why? What did I do? What did I do to warrant this aggression? Did I say something? Did I do something? Did I not do something? Just enjoying throwing things. Nothing. Oh yeah, so it's just easy. It's just, I don't know, you get that vibe about you. It makes it seem like you're easy to bully. I don't care how correct that seems. But, Jesus Christ. You're right, I know I'm easy to bully. Is your answer from okay? No. Had a crocodile steal my bed. Oh my god, that's right! Glass, I need you to know. I need you to know. I wish I had, like, an image to convey this, right? But I took that image that you had uploaded with the crocodile on the bed, right? And I did a Google search of the image that came up with no other results. I was horrified. I'm like, oh god, no, he actually took this image. It was just like, oh no, like, this really needs context. Make it 1 point, make the if it was 1 point, it would never stop, and I would never hear anything again. Because it's kind of loud to me. God. Ugh. Ow, ow, shit, ow! Kit Kat. I'm not gonna explain the bananas. You can all just sit there and wonder why it's bananas. Wow, you didn't believe me? I needed to know what that was, because that was so strange looking at. For anyone who doesn't know, it was an image of, like, a creek, essentially, with a mattress on it, floating there, you know, stuck on, like, a branch or something, and there was just a fucking gator on the mattress. This was, like, something you expect to see in, like a meme shitpost thing, you know? No, this actually just happened to Glass. His bed got fucking stolen by a gator. This is some Florida shit. It's because I'm not a monkey, Angie. Not a monkey. I swear to God. You have multi-throw? Bug. I do not have multi-throw. What's happening is mod shotgun, essentially. For some reason, I don't know why Twitch has it set up this way, but when people redeem stuff, it goes in like a queue to, you know, either refund it, make sure the redeem goes through, or confirm it, or whatever. but when it's tied to tits and it throws stuff, for some reason, when they confirm it, it throws stuff again. And what mods can do is they can confirm multiple things at once and confirm multiple throws at once and have multiple throws happen at once. Like that. And they'll do it no matter how many concussions it gives me. No wonder I can't fucking think. Y'all keep hitting me in the head. It's honestly kind of amazing I can even string 2 words together, considering... I don't know how hard I'm laughing right now. Yeah, fucking Glass... That is such a Florida man story. Side dancing to the Bug song. I kind of like it. I like it. Bug, 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 bug. The lyrics are very easy to follow, and it's a really heartwarming story, you know? Mod, send the miniguns. I wanted to set up stuff. I just realized I do have stuff set up for that, like a minigun essentially of meat, but that's tied to like the bits redeem, and well, it's not a bits redeem, it's just bits, but that's for like a higher amount of bits and stuff. I'm not saying to do it. I'm just saying that it's there in case it ever happens. Fire? I don't like fire. Fire hurts a lot. And it's scary. It's like a lot of light and it moves in a weird way and I don't understand. I'll drink. I will drink. I'm hoping this caffeine wakes me the fuck up. Fire, I hardly know. Ow! Kit Kat. Why? I see why you're doing it that way now. I realize when it's 10, it just throws 1 meat chunk. You're doing it 9 and 1 because you still want it to be fucking bananas. Is it funny? Is it funny insulting me, call me a monkey? Is that it? You get some sort of joy, a little laugh, funny guffaw, little haha. How do you think it makes me feel? Being called a monkey all the time. Yeah, it's pretty funny. What if it makes me sad? Is that what you want to do? You want to make a centipede sad? A sadipede? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hide. I'm going to hide so you can't hit me. Bye, everybody. Cat rapid fired this off. Ow, shit. What was I thinking coming out of hiding? Ow. Alright, back to hiding. Ow, why? I'm behind cover, it still helps me. Helps me, hits me. Jesus fuck, dude, I cannot talk right now. What is happening? I think I'm really tired. Like, I'm actually kind of struggling to, like, say certain words. I need to enunciate. Maybe I need to take a speech therapy course or something. Like, this is what I do. I'm supposed to be talking, right? Heat-seeking meats. Just fear-guided meat missiles. Nah, we broke you with food. Yeah, I've had, like... a bunch of concussions, it's fine. I feel like I repeat myself a lot in certain stories, but I keep forgetting there's, like, people who don't always know stuff, like new people, that kind of thing, or people who've missed things. I've actually had a ton of concussions. A lot. Like, I've had 4 or 5 concussions. You get, like, 3 freebies or something, I don't know. But I've had, like, 4 or 5, and I say that because I can't remember one of them. And
It just works.
I don't know if I just work anymore. I feel like I'm a little broken. It's honestly kind of amazing I'm even, like, as lucid as I am now, all things considered, because,
He's pulling his cock out!
yeah, because I'm pulling my cock out. I just go into a fugue state as soon as that happens. Christ, Kit Kat. I want to give a little context for some of these concussions, because I used to be a very active person, and I mean very active. God, did I ever say this on stream before? I used to do kickboxing and, like, karate. I actually have 2 black belts. I have a black belt in both of them. The karate one, maybe not so qualified, because it was like a chain karate dojo thing, so, like, you know, whatever. But the kickboxing place I was at, they were kind of very big into making sure you knew what the fuck you were doing. And I got kind of beat a lot. Not in like a bad way, but it was like, I was the smallest one and the youngest one in that class. So like, I had to be kind of decent to kind of like defend myself properly at it, you know? I was also like, probably the newest one because everyone else had been there for like years and years, been doing this shit for a long time, and they're very dedicated to being in shape. Me, not so much, but I took it a lot more seriously at that time than obviously now. But it was a lot of fun. I liked doing it. It was gonna sound weird, guys, but like when you're like really fit, you just fucking feel better. Like physically, you feel better. It's strange. I don't know how such a thing happens. But yeah, I used to do like tournaments where you like fight people and stuff. I never like won one, but I didn't always just outright lose either. I was actually kind of decent at hitting people. That sounds bad out of context, so let's not take that out of context. Let me wipe this blood off my face. Hold up. But basically, I liked fighting, and I don't know. The weird part is I never got any concussions while doing it. That's why I bring this up, because all my concussions were from other stuff. So I remember I got one in high school. My worst concussion was in high school, actually. I was trying out for wrestling, and I'd never done wrestling, and I'd been doing like I'd been doing like karate and grappling classes and stuff like that beforehand. So when I tried out wrestling, I didn't fully understand the rules for it. And I didn't realize the whole thing where it's like, oh, you never want to be on your back in wrestling because that's a pin move. But I'm like, thinking in my head, like when you're grappling and shit, you usually want to put your back to the ground. If you get grounded, you want to keep yourself facing your opponent. Because like otherwise you can't see what they're doing and you can't defend yourself from them, you know? But in wrestling, it's like different. Which it did not, everything in me like instinctually was just like, as soon as I got put on the ground, I had to get on my back. It was just, you gotta roll around, and it's like apparently the opposite of what I'm supposed to be doing for wrestling. So like I didn't stick with it because it felt odd doing. But basically I was in tryouts and I could have joined if I wanted to, apparently. But I decided not to because it was like, that doesn't feel right to me, you know? And I'd gotten swung around a few times in the class. Like, I never hit my head, but I got swung around quite a bit. And that's important to note because tryouts were done and I started walking home. Because it was after school, whatever, and I lived close enough to just walk. There's a few blocks. I'm walking, and I'm like, huh, my head's kind of hurting. I got a bit of a headache. And I get, a block over, I'm like, my head is really starting to hurt, and I feel a little nauseous. And once I get past, like, the third or fourth block or whatever, about to walk in my house, I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to fucking throw up. And this pain in my skull is unfucking bearable. This feels so bad. So, like, as soon as I get in the house, whatever, I'm like, something's really wrong. Something is incredibly wrong. I wound up getting taken to the hospital. They do some x-rays. Turns out I had a pretty bad concussion, because I guess my brain had gotten thrown to the side of my skull somewhere. So, I had to get a lot of rest after that, apparently. No stimulation, that kind of thing, because I don't know if y'all know, but, like, you're supposed to rest when you get a concussion, but that's only under doctor's orders after you've been examined. And what I mean by that is they got to make sure your brain's not, like, bleeding or anything, you know? Like, it depends on the kind of concussion you get. But once everything's checked out, if the doctor says after your concussion to get a rest, you want to rest, but you don't want to do anything stimulating. Like, no video games, no TV, no listening to music. You have to bore the shit out of yourself and rest yourself. You need as little brain activity happening as possible so that you can, like, properly heal. A lot of sitting in the dark and doing nothing. It kind of sucks. But, yeah, that was probably my worst concussion. I've never had one that straight up knocked me out. I think. No, I have! I just remembered it. Oh, that sounds easy for you. There's usually little brain activity in there. I think I used to have more, and then the concussions kind of limited the amount of brain activity that can happen. Remember once when I was really little, I hit my head on my sister's bed frame, and it was made out of metal. And I hit it pretty hard, and I remember being like, ow, that hurt, and I touched my head, I looked at my palm, and there was like blood, and then I blacked out. And then I woke up on a couch like a few hours later. You know, instead of being taken to the fucking hospital. I should be fucking dead. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. I got into like a real chat there. Like, hey, medical issues that happened to me, concussions, stuff like that. Like, oh my God, Angie. Are you advocating for this? Like, I should have been dead? And you're like, yes, I agree. This should have happened. Like, I can't tell if chat's bullying me or like they're just actually trying to like get me dead or something. Oh my God. I'm tripping all over my words right now. I don't think I'm feeling okay. I think I'm like, I need drinks. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. That's fair. I don't exactly have a bunch of redeems for positive reinforcement. They're mostly all just bullying the shit out of me. God. Since I kind of hate to do this. I'm feeling like I made a terrible mistake with all these sunflower seeds and such. Because I need you to know, I've been taking sips like here and there whenever I can to try to rehydrate. And I'm feeling a little dizzy. I might actually call it here. I know that seems bad. Because I do want to stream, but I'm like... I'm getting a little dizzy as well. I'm like, ah! Maybe I should drink, but yes, I will drink, Lampy. Thank you, I appreciate that. So, take care of yourself. But yeah, I'm gonna do this one thing where, I kind of agree with chat. Maybe I should actually just take care of myself. Drink and rest? I think I'm gonna do that. Because after I got up and I sat back down, I've been getting these, like, dizzy spells just sitting here. I probably gotta drink. And maybe I should take care of myself. That seems like a smart thing to do. It's probably bad when the streamer agrees, you know? Unshrimp. I'm actually currently unshrimped. My back is completely against the chair. It sounds odd, I know. But I want to say then, real quick, I do appreciate everyone for stopping by tonight and just chatting. I actually had literally no plans. I just jumped into this, like, fuck it, chatting, whatever. Just kind of wanted to see how it goes, because I haven't done just chatting in a while. Unfortunately, I do not feel at my tip-top. In the meantime? What's in the meantime? Or are we saying that it's mean time now? Or are we gonna be mean? Ow. No, that's... Okay, yeah, that's fair. I get it. I get it now. Ow! I like how that one fish kind of stuck to my head, just slid down slowly. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do then, okay? Because I actually have not done this in a while. And because she's having, this donathon, we're gonna raid into Fen. So, let me get the raid started. Raid has been created, there we go. Raid message, it's whatever. We can put some weird, out-of-context shit if we want. Do we have, like, a raid message idea, anybody? Anyone have a certain thing we want to say? Because, like, obviously the default's usually Sentosi, but we can do something a little more tailored, and a little more weird if we would like. Cornbread? Cornbread raid? What? Corn's not even here. Kit Kat! Kit Kat, you're a fucking champ, you know that? You're a champ, and I don't want anyone saying otherwise. I do very much appreciate the gifted sub. Scuff Raxus raid. That works, that's fine. We just use that one. I've not a single thought going on in my head. But I want to tell everyone, thank you for coming by the stream. Thank you for sitting and just chatting while I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. And, you know, all that sort of jazz. And I wanna, you know, I wanna say thank you. For, like, the 4th time in a row. I very much appreciate it. I hope you all continue to have a great rest of your night. And, you can just bully the shit out of Fen if you would like. I'm sure she'd be fine with it. Good night, everybody. I love you all. Take care.